Yo! Welcome in, everybody! Another wonderful Tuesday is upon us. I think my mic is loose here. It's gonna fall off the stand. There. Yes, early in here. 2 minutes to spare, Timothy. You know me. It's, what's that old thing? It's like the saying about a wizard. Greg is never late, nor early. He arrives right when you need him. Right when you need me, Tim. I am here. Welcome in, everyone. Lee Artley, it's been a while, dude. Hope you've been well. Renex Machina, Daniel Freeman, Annie Mae Wholesale. Welcome back, Annie Mae. It's good to have you in the Discord again as well. It's been a while. Bogo319 Game Gallery. Thank you for hanging out today. Joseph Leo, you came to the right place for the video games. Jonathan McKay, welcome. Welcome. Oh, Jason, we is live, Jason. We is live. Yeah, Tuesday date night with Greg, exactly. Is that Gandalf the Grey who says that? Is that a Lord of the Rings quote? I don't even remember where it's from right now. Yo, expensive cardboard. What's up, Greg? Glad I can make live. Been crazy busy with work and wedding prep. Yeah, dude, I can imagine. I can imagine that wedding prep is, not good. Not fun. Not fun. I can only imagine that that is a pain in the ass. Whew. So, the big things today, I mean, I'm sure you guys saw in the other stuff. Well, first, housekeeping. Today's auction is, of course, sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to you guys coming in tonight. Huge thanks to Heritage sponsoring. Description of the video, you can find everything you need to know about the upcoming Signature Showcase auctions. Consignment deadlines are fast approaching for the Nintendo 8 to 64-bit, consignment deadline July 13th, and for 6th generation and beyond, consignment deadline July 27th. And of course, we are already pushing into the November Signature auction. The July Signature is already closed off, so if you want to get into the next Signature, which is in November, consignment deadline is happening in September for that. Reach out sooner rather than later. It takes time to get these auctions curated. And of course, they're always taking quality consignments for the Tuesday weekly auctions we watch right here on YouTube. Use the link in the description there to reach out, get free appraisals for your stuff.
$6.
Video games at ha.com if you have any other questions. The
$10,
robot
$12.
auctioneer here is like fucking on plus 20 volume. Oh my god. He was just screaming at me during my plug. I tell you, man. I tell you. We start off here with Atari ST game. I don't know if this is like overflow from the PC auction that just happened last week, but it's Solomon's Key, European version for the Atari ST. It sold for $41.
$60. $300.
$41 starts off the auction on Solomon's Key. Moving into Quest Probe featuring the Hulk. What the fuck is this?
Next lot.
Commodore 64. Jesus. Commodore 64 Quest Probe featuring the Hulk, or Marvel Adventure featuring the Hulk. I guess it might be the name. The European version.
Next lot.
It's for the Atari, or yeah, Commodore 64, 128, and the Atari 130 XE. Oh my gosh, that's getting into the weeds. Jesus. Frogger, 9.68 plus, no red stripe, early production there, they're saying. $564 for Frogger. Actually, like, that's some value on Frogger there. Do you guys remember way back? I don't know how long ago it was, actually. Frogger was on Pawn Stars.
Next lot.
December 15th, 2020. Jeez. Frogger showed up on Pawn Stars. I'm pretty sure it was D-Rob that went on with it, wasn't it?
$80.
Yeah, D-Rob took his Frogger onto Pawn Stars. What did he want? $1,600 for Raiders of the Lost Ark and Frogger. Jesus Christ. 2020, man. What a time to be alive. That's crazy. Today, the 9.68 plus for $564. I don't know if they ever, I'm not sure if Frogger was ever that expensive, to be completely honest, but it's cool to see Atari games are getting plugged on there. Yeah, when's Greg going on Pawn Stars? Exactly. That's what we need, Anime. We need Greg on Pawn Stars. No, expensive cardboard. Oh, I mean, I'm probably not getting married soon. Maybe in the next 2 years or so, but like, I'm not getting, married soon.
Next
No. I can't afford to get married soon. Jedi Arena there, 9.2B plus goes for $84. Here's Gremlins for the 5200, another 9.6 here. $9.6 NS on that.
$320.
Yeah, 181 lots tonight. We're still going below below 200, and it looks like they updated something here. They don't have the number of lots.
$360.
very weirdly. Can I refresh? They made an update to the UI here. It used to say the lot number and what number we're on. Like it would say, you know, 63 out of 181. That's weird. What a weird minor. Oh, it says over here now. They moved it to this side. Number 6 out of 181. That's weird. Like what a small weird UI change for them to make. Like I wonder where that comes from and why they decided to do that. Pac-Man was the Mario.
Fair warning.
Frogger was the Sonic of the 70s. Pac-Man was the Mario. They made them crack those games to come onto Pawn Stars. They were in Wada slabs. Really? Why did they make them crack them, Game Gallery? Do you know the story on that as to why he had to crack them out? That episode was after they had the Mario on Pawn Stars and well before any kind of expose with Carl Jobst. Like that was well before the Carl stuff took place. They were in VGA slabs. Weird. Yeah, that's weird they made them crack them.
Fair warning.
181 is pretty average right now, HC. It's pretty average. 180, 170. Under 200 is pretty average right now. 2 months ago or so, it was every single auction was over 200 lots.
Fair warning.
So.
Next lot. 75.
You think they were VGA graded and you had to crack them out? I think I heard D-Rob say that because Wada was going to look at it on the show. Oh, right.
Fair
Good
warning.
Point.
85.
I guess if they called in Dennis to come and be the expert, yeah, you can't have them be be in VGA slabs. The owner of Wada in there pumping the VGA slabs, I guess would be a little bit goofy, hey?
$95.
No more goofy than the owner of Wada pumping Wada, but hey. I understand if that is the case. That would make sense. Last Atari game here for the day is pole position on the 7800, closing at 119. Gremlins did get some bidding. It did get push. Up to 576 there. Gremlins on the 5200. Damn. Starting off NES with Action 52. 9.4A plus on this game. Really nice copy of Action 52.
Fair warning. $500.
We'll see how far this one pushes today. Rick, there's some nice CIB stuff today. I didn't have a chance to browse the whole auction to see what like the biggest items are, but there's more CIB stuff than usual. Especially with Super Nintendo, there's like there's some decent selection. I thought there was anyway. Now maybe there's only a couple. There's some loose CIBs as well if you're into that stuff. Mario Kart CIB. Mario 64 is CIB.
$150.
I'm not sure what's coming up really later in the auction, though. Oh, and the drink of the day. We got lime. We got lime sparkling water. Keeping it clean today. Action 52, $600 for a 9.48 plus.
$340.
Ah, man, that doesn't feel like a lot. We'll check comps. We'll start off checking comps with that one. Gamerstonks.com here, brought to you by Timothy in the Discord. Launching soon. So let's check out here with Action 52. See what it did. Action 52, 9.4A plus, just sold for $600. Yeah, man, the last Wada sale was back in February for a 9.2A plus at $840. 9.0A used to be $630. 9.2A plus $900. Those are all back in February this year. The CGC sale was a 9.6A plus in May for $1,440. Someone got themselves a great price on Action 52 tonight. Jeez. Yeah, by the time Gamerstonks launches, the market will be completely dead. No kidding. Battletoads was a 95, but it is the European version of the game. There are a lot of these floating around out there. There were some factory cases of this found. Maybe there was a whole pallet. There's a lot of Battletoads Euro version out there, so 95 on that one, 480.
Fair warning.
There's just, yeah, a lot less demand than the North American version and a lot more supply. We just started, Art Man. We just started. We are 10 out of 181 here. We are 10 out of 181.
Next lot. $160.
Am I buying any more Pokemon at all? Do you mean Pokemon cards or games? I just bought the Pokemon Leaf Green there, Gym Leader John, so I added that to the collection. Pokemon cards I actually still do pick up as well. I keep an eye on the Pokemon market in general.
$240.
Greg's been saying it for months now. CIB is the next big thing. Today marks the beginning of the prophecy coming true.
Fair warning.
Man, Skull, with some of those eBay auctions ending, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the cartridges. Just graded Super Nintendo carts, graded NES cartridges, 9.0 and above are selling really strong. Like, way too strong.
Next lot.
So, never mind CIB grading. Apparently, the future is just cartridge grading. Get your Link to the Past, your Super Mario World, your Contras, your Zeldas. Just grade the cartridge. Who cares about CIB? Some of those auctions are going crazy.
$44. Fair warning. $46.
Here is Galaxy 5000. Actually is a pretty uncommon CIB game. 8.5 on this. The poster's a 9.8, which is crazy. But the weirdest thing, like, you know, this is where it comes down to how do you build your CIB. This is a 7.0 box. And you can still get to an 8.5 overall, which, I mean,
$60.
I almost think it's weird. Like, I don't know if there should be a ceiling as to how high your overall grade can be if a single component is shit. But when you have like a 9.4 manual, a 9.6 cartridge, and a 7.0 box, it's just kind of weird. It's weird that you still get an 8.5 overall. The box being the biggest, the most important, the highest weighted piece in the entire CIB.
$85.
I know some of the grading companies with cards, if you they only let you be like 0.5 or 1.0 above the lowest subgrade. So if you have a Surface that's a 7 and everything else is perfect, you can still only be like a 7.5 or an 8. I'm not sure how they do it, but they do put artificial ceilings in there, or like average ceilings. You know what I mean? So it's interesting that games, as far as I can tell, don't have any kind of ceilings. It's just purely whatever the average equals. Goes for $109 there, though, for Galaxy 5000. Ice Hockey, 9.4 A plus on this one.
$320.
Next, we'll be grading the PCBs inside of the cartridges. Let's start grading the screws holding the plastic together. I mean, I don't know enough about the World Skull, but people pay really good money for, like, arcade boards. So, I mean, hey, we're not that far off, man.
$80.
I think you can get the arcade boards graded. Maybe just authenticated? I think someone will slab them. And people pay really good money for those. We're not that far off, man.
$320.
Ice Hockey, 9.4 A plus, $360. That also... Okay, Jack Nicklaus here. I was going to say, Jack Nicklaus is getting some love, and I was wondering why. It's a 9.6 A plus. Highest graded copy out of 18. So, the nicest copy of Jack Nicklaus Golf here showing up. And I saw that the bidding was immediately shooting into like the 400s. Yeah, we're almost looking for $500 on it. So, yeah. Highest grade copies. Still bringing in some premium. Still getting some people excited here.
Fair warning.
You got a few cartridges you'd grade? Yeah, I mean, with CGC grading, I think you can do a cartridge for $40 and it takes a couple weeks. So, like, you can do it very quick through CGC right now with cartridges. Yo, Steve Craig, you got a few graded games in a week ago. A few weeks ago. What'd you get in, man? What did you pick up? Always great to see you in here, Steve. Both, you just picked up Wada 9.8 A++ Scarlet Violet first print for $400. Now you're looking at doing another large order of sealed Pokemon cards. Have to catch them all. Good shit, man. Yeah, Pokemon's just too fun to not collect. Here's Mario and Yoshi. This is ungraded. It is factory sealed. It is the Italian PAL version.
$500.
So, I don't know. I don't know what this thing's worth. We're actually pushing. Jack Nicklaus closed at just shy of $500. Ice Hockey was $360. This Mario and Yoshi is pushing up to... We're looking for $660 on it. That honestly feels like pretty solid. I don't know how common this is. I don't know how... You know, I don't know anything about it. But $600 for an unopened Italian PAL copy Mario and Yoshi. Interesting. NES Open Tournament Golf is actually a pretty high grade here. 9.4 A plus on this. And let's do a little check here on Ice Hockey. Oh, geez, I got everything open still. Close this. Close this. There we go. Ice Hockey is one of those games that, like, everyone loves on NES. And so I'm sure it was probably a lot more expensive than it used to be.
Fair warning.
9.4A plus,
Next lot.
last sold in November for
$48.
$780. Literally over 2 times as much back in
75,
November for that
$80.
grade. 9.6A plus plus even went for $930 in May. The 9.4A plus, geez.
Fair warning.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it's cut in half since
Next
November,
lot.
but Jesus.
$280.
Not surprised. But, you know, it's not surprised, but it is surprised. There's always a little bit of surprise there.
$360.
So it's just like, Jesus Christ, you know? Othello, 9.6A plus goes for 104. Play action football was 9.0 going for 105. And open tournament golf went for 432.
Fair warning.
Here is 9.8A plus on side pocket.
Next
Jesus,
lot.
highest out of only 12.
$110.
Wow. Some of these
$160.
highest graded copies are just
$180.
slipping their way into the weekly here, hey? Side pocket, 432, 9.8A plus. Yoshi's Cookie is a 9.4A. Let me get caught up on you guys here.
$220.
People in these auctions never think about the BP, shipping, and tax. Yes, please do think about shipping
Fair
and
warning.
tax. Like, BP, obviously, always look at the BP number when you're bidding.
$240.
I only ever say the BP numbers. But yeah, always think about shipping and potential taxes you'll have to pay as well.
$260.
Always consider that stuff, especially if you're international. Shipping and customs, import taxes can add up. It can sneak up on you.
Fair warning.
That's a strict smoke and mirrors resell on the lower box grades with high cart
Next
and
lot.
manual. Eventually, the market will weed those out. Yeah, it's
$90.
interesting to see it. It's interesting to see it.
$100.
Yoshi's Cookie went for 300. Here's 2 CIB copies.
$110.
1943 and 1942. 1942 there is a no Rev A copy. It is not a hang tab, it doesn't look like, though.
$120.
No Rev A, non-hang tab. Yep. Early copy, but not the earliest copy of 1942. 2 CIBs here,
Fair
ungraded.
warning.
We have more ungraded CIBs coming up, a Capcom lot, as well as another
Next lot.
Capcom lot, as well as a group of 5 sealed sports
$160.
games. So, if you're looking to buy some ungraded stuff, here are some lots for you.
Fair warning. $170.
Why isn't my picture working here? I can only get the back picture. You're knees deep in the arcade world. Those PCBs are no joke. Yeah, I
Fair
think I
warning.
saw a Landstalker one that sold not too long ago for like $2,500, and it's like, whoa. I didn't even know Landstalker was that sought after of a Genesis game, let alone or an arcade game,
Fair
I guess.
warning.
Sorry, not a Genesis game, but seeing the PCB for that sell for so much is just like,
lot.
whoa.
$130. $170.
If you find me a Super Mario Bros. With 8539 printed on all of the chips, you'll gladly hand over $500.
$220.
I'm guessing that it would be the earliest revision of Mario Bros, Joseph Leo, if you see that on the chips. That's how subgrades on cards work. If the other 3 subgrades
Fair
are much
warning.
higher than the lowest, it's usually a full point bump. Otherwise, it's a 0.5. What are people's take on the PC Showcase
$240.
auction? Underwhelming? You sadly couldn't tune in. I'm going to actually do an update or a review of the PC Showcase auction, Odin. Overall, I mean, there were
Fair
ebbs and
warning.
flows within it. I don't think it was overall underwhelming. A lot of the stuff that was in the auction, I know you saw it, you left a comment there, but like there was a lot of Game of the Year stuff or not first prints
Fair warning.
and not the highest grades in the world. So it wasn't like the
Next
biggest PC
$2.
auction that it could have been.
$26.
But overall, some stuff still popped off.
$30.
So I think it just
30,
depends.
30,
You know, it's that typical answer of well, you know, some stuff did good, some stuff did bad. But I think I'll do a review of it and just give some
$80,
thoughts. Make a nice little 15-minute video tomorrow.
Fair warning. $100.
Having fun watching the One Ring 1 of 1 unfold. You can only imagine what would happen if Pokemon did a 1 of 1. Yeah, seriously. If you guys don't know the Magic the Gathering world, there's that One Ring card now, the 1 of 1. They literally printed one of it. And yeah, the Magic world is going
Fair
fucking
warning.
crazy over it. People hunting for the ring, people paying attention to Magic. It has been like the best marketing for Magic the Gathering in, I don't know, 10 years, more. I don't know if I've ever seen so many people talk about Magic the Gathering. Even in the boom phase. It's like,
$220.
people are loving this 1 of 1 thing. Or hating it. Either way, people are talking about Magic. Steve Craig, you picked up some GBA games. CT
Fair
Special
warning.
Forces 9.4A++ and
$260.
CT Special Forces 2 9.6A++. Damn, dude. Nice games. Do you have a connection to those, Steve?
Fair
I don't
warning.
think I've ever seen people talk about the CT Special Forces game on GBA.
Next lot. $190, $240.
The CIB lots ended there, 204, 288. The sealed game
$260.
lot, 288 as well there for 5 sealed sports games. Here is the Chrono Trigger Player's Guide. Welcome in, sup, yo. Good to see you, man. So with Player's Guides now, are we going to see people targeting this segment of the market as another type of boom? You know, we saw Nintendo Powers go kind of crazy there in a short span of time. Ice Hockey is a massive case pack game. Oh, for sure, sup, yo. I just knew that people loved it as well.
$110.
The Chrono Trigger Guide ends at 324. Here is Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars Guide, 8.0. The census, there's 2 in 8.0, 3 higher. I mean, overall, the census for all of these guides are very, very low. Like, barely anyone has sent in player's guides at this point. So if you want to get, like, the highest graded copy of these books, if you have mint condition copies of these books, here's ActRaiser. It's complete in box copy. 9.09285 on it. ActRaiser closes at 252. But if you want to get, like, a highest graded copy, it's pretty easy right now. There just aren't that many. No, I say BP Skull because, like, I think it'd be fucked not to.
$20.
I think if you're paying attention to prices that aren't BP, like, it's just dishonest. It's not true. Like, if I tell you the Chrono Trigger book sold for 270, or the person only paid 270 for it, it's not accurate. It sold for 324 at minimum, right? Like, that's the buyer has to pay the BP, so I don't know. I just say BP because it makes the most sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to not say it.
$120.
It may sound like a stupid question, but is 9.2A GameCube grade with a CGC a bad grade? It's not a great grade, Paul. It's like extremely average. 9.2A GameCube is extremely average. So it's not good, it's not bad, it's just like, don't pay a huge premium for it, because you can probably just get one off eBay in similar grade. So that's like 9.2A. Don't pay a big premium for it. It's not that good of a grade. 8.5A here on Batman Forever, $159. Damn. Surprised Batman didn't get a bit more love. Here's Battle Clash CGC 9.0B+. We have a lot of CGC in the Super Nintendo block today. Yo, Greg, just watched recent vids. Some interesting points you made, but I honestly get so fed up with the hate graded games get. Games are meant to be played, blah, blah. Yep. Yeah, I saw your comment you left, Spooky Gamer UK. It's tough, man. I saw that you said you made some videos, some shorts, just showing off your graded games, and you got nothing but hate. Yeah, dude. Yep. Welcome to the world of graded video games on YouTube. You just got to keep plowing through that hate. Just keep plowing through. Keep posting. Larry told me that SAC graded games are over and VHS is the new stuff. Oh, yeah. Graded games are out. VHS is in.
$130.
The Landstalker was a Genesis prototype. Is that what it was?
$140.
Like I said, yeah, I don't know enough about the world to even know. I just saw a really expensive board, and I was like, Jesus.
Fair warning.
Yeah, the 1942-43 sold for $139. Yeah. Kind of high. I agree. I agree. Here is Bill Lambiers. I think that's how you pronounce it. Lambier? I've never really said his name out loud. Combat Basketball is what I always just call it, but 9.4A copy here. Highest graded out of just 13 on the Pop Report. Another highest graded game here. Like I said, they're sneaking their way into this weekly.
Next lot. $16, $20, $24, $26.
The best marketing for Magic since Black Lotus, exactly. You're a fan of the Metal Slug style games, super fun to you? Fair enough, man. Yeah, cool games to pick up and beautiful grades. Guides are cool, but you own none? I own very few as well.
$34. $36.
Yeah, games are meant to be sold for the highest possible price the public would be willing to be paid. Otherwise, they wouldn't be published. No, Joseph. That's a dirty, capitalistic, That's my feelings don't care about your facts, man.
Fair warning.
I'm here to say games are meant to be
$40.
played and that you're a bad person.
$42.
Yeah, stick with me, baby. Yeah, you do, Joe Kane. You do have all the cool stuff. I got the name right. Good. Do I play games as well as collect? Yes, Mr. G, I do, but not nearly as much as I would like to be completely honest. Like right now, I'll still play Warzone. There's free weekend coming up, free multiplayer weekend, so I'll be grinding some Warzone this weekend.
Fair warning.
I just downloaded Dragon Warrior 3 on my phone. I just finished Dragon Warrior 2 not long ago.
$70.
So like, yeah, I still muck around here and there, but I'd like to play more games in general. Just in general, I'd like to play more. I probably get in, I don't know, 10 hours a week, maybe.
$75.
Combat Basketball did close at 180. Here it is again. So we had this the WADA 9.4A going up against the CGC 9.0A. For an extra $80, you could have the nicest copy that exists right now. $99 for the 9.0A.
Fair warning.
Here's Breakthrough 9.2A.
$6.
Yeah, exactly, HW. The auctions are getting infiltrated with CIB. Another, like, 6 to 12 months from now, I think we're going to see a lot of CIB. Like, right now, we only see a little bit, but, like,
14, 18,
I think we'll see a
20,
lot
20,
of graded
30,
CIBs
30,
in the next 6 to 12 months.
Fair warning.
I don't know if someone in SAC won the board,
$36.
Odin. I don't know if someone in SAC did. I don't know if we have big board buyers in the Discord, actually. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, link in the description of the video. But I don't know if we have a lot of those. And with the Player's Guide story, there's one more thing I wanted to say about them. Right here, this is what I was talking about with the highest graded ones. And that they might be in a position here where they're going to get pumped a bit. This is, at this time, the highest graded Pokemon Red version Player's Guide. It's a 9.2. There's only 16 total of these that have been sent to CGC. So it is the highest graded, but it's almost a bit of a misnomer to put it that way. But it is going into the Heritage Signature Auction that's coming up.
Fair warning.
So, what do you guys think it's going to do?
Next lot.
What do you guys think it's going to do? I don't see a world where it doesn't get pumped pretty damn high. We've been seeing on PWCC has sold some really expensive players guides as well in the 9.2, 9.4, 9.6. Mostly Pokemon guides, and even on eBay there has been some that have popped off. So like, you know, depending on what that Pokemon Red guide does, only sitting at $214 right now. Depending on what that does though, there might be a lot of eyes heading towards the player's guide market. Obviously, my opinion is express caution.
$20.
Mega Man X here is an 8.5. 8.0 box, 9.4 cartridge, 8.5 manual. Made in Japan copy, first print.
Fair warning.
Obviously, with the player's guides, I think you should express caution, as there's probably a lot more out there, especially given there's only 16 of the red one graded right now. Like, no one's paying attention to it, right?
Fair warning.
So do be cautious if you're going to start chasing after them. But if you do have them, if you have mint condition copies, it might be worth sending them off for grading sooner rather than later. Yeah, I do believe there are Nintendo Power Pokemon Red guides as well. So that is the Prima version guide there. I would think the Nintendo ones would take priority as well, but I don't know. There is no established, like, you know what I mean? There's no established thing on that. Like, the money will decide which one wants more, or rarity, or whatever it is. I would personally rather have Nintendo published ones than Prima, but hey, we'll see what happens.
Fair warning. Next lot.
10 hours a week is way more than me? Really? My 10 hours a week will usually come from, like, 1 or 2 game sessions, honestly.
Fair warning.
Like, if I sit down to play Warzone, it might be for, like, 4 hours. I just, like, dedicate a whole night to playing Warzone. Or, like, if I play Melee, right? It's a whole night to Melee. And then I might do 1 or 2 nights where I play 1 or 2 hours on my phone. Like some emulator type shit. Dragon Warrior 3 is what I'm going to be grinding right now. Played like an hour and a half last night, right? I mean, I try to get gaming in. I love it. I love gaming. Like I said, I want to play more games. Just, yeah, time is tough. Time is tough. Yeah, Odin, I played the beta for Diablo 4. I did the free beta access. I almost played the entirety of Act 1. I reached the max level on the beta. Loved it. It's great. Do people really like Charizard that much, or do they just respect the unchallenged, time-honored prestige of a Charizard? Yeah. I think at this point, man, Charizard is just more marketing than love. Like, I think there are people, you know, age 25 to 45 that probably do resonate strongest with Charizard. But I don't know if the next generation is going to value Charizard the exact same way that it always has been.
$420.
You won the Mega Man X CIB. Seems pretty good compared to last month's selling price. Was there another one that sold on Heritage? Oh yeah, 8.5 CIB. Jeez. 8.5, 9.8, 7.0.
$55.
See, it's interesting. It's interesting, Dai, because it's a different way of building an 8.5. Like, I would probably rather have this 8.5 that sold for $360 because you get a better box, you get a maximum cartridge, and you just have to replace the manual. But on this copy, it's like, you get an 8 box, your cart is still really nice, but you don't have to replace the manual. Like, this is more of an average 8.5 build. This is more of a extremes on one side or the other. Like, the manual is shit on this one, but your box and cartridge are nicer.
Fair warning.
It's interesting. It's interesting. You got to look at those subgrades all the time when comparing CIBs. Sim Earth was a 9.6 CGC A+. Sim Earth brings in 480 there. Tecmo Super Bowl 9.0A.
Fair warning.
I think we obviously see the peak and the flop too. That'll be a hell of a time to buy.
$55.
With guides, you personally think the cover is super important? Oh, absolutely. The cover basically drives all the value of Nintendo Powers right now as well. Like the cover of the Nintendo Power magazine basically dictates if it's sought after or not. So 100% with guides, I think. I mean, yeah, we might just see the better cover art. Like if the Prima guide has better cover art than a Nintendo guide, maybe we'll just see people prefer whichever one looks nicer. They printed those guides to the moon. They're cool, but just couldn't imagine paying for them. Especially after seeing the PokeRev video of him having a sealed case of Pokemon Yellow guides. Yeah, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary for me too, Gym Leader John. I don't know if Pokemon Yellow is an outlier in that a ton of sealed guides exist for Pokemon Yellow, or if it's, you know, sealed guides are out there for almost everything. Obviously, guides are meant to be open, read, all that stuff. There's the argument for organic collectability, all that shit. But man, I don't know. Just like Nintendo Power, I'm going to express caution on buying guides early. Selling guides, get right in there. Get some graded, get them sold, get your bag. But buying them, I don't know, man. Be careful out there.
$140.
You were the underbidder on the Mega Man X in Asuma. Damn.
$150.
Charizard is overrated has been an argument you've heard since the 90s, and yet it's still the most valuable Pokemon there is. So, but in the new Pokemon anime, is Charizard still going to be featured? I think that's one thing that could really drive away popularity of Charizard is, like, who's the main character of the new Pokemon using? I haven't checked it out yet.
$200.
But I think Charizard's relevance in the anime, as well as the early games, all that shit, like, ingrained Charizard for this generation. But 20 years from now, when the next generation of kids comes into money, when they're buying, collecting, doing all this shit,
$240.
Will Charizard still be that guy? And I would argue kind of no. Like, from the historical perspective, yeah, you know, WotC first edition Charizard will always have its place, but I don't know if we're going to see new sets in, like, let's say it's 2035. Are we like, oh my god, this set has a brand new Charizard in here. The Alpha Beta Rare Zard. Like, you know. For all we know, by then it might be,
Fair warning.
I can't even think of the name now. It's the fucking frog who has his tongue wrapped around him.
Next
Why can't I
lot.
think of the name of the Pokemon?
$2.
But that Pokemon or someone else could have a lot more popularity. Why can't I name this Pokemon? Someone give me the
Fair
name of
warning.
it. Jesus.
$4.
I'm a fake fan. Fake fan. Greg
$6.
exposed. Here are 2 more copies of Combat Basketball. This is wild. 2 CIB copies, apparently. Are they
Fair
CIB? They look
$8.
sealed. I get they must be sliced at the edge. But they're saying they're CIB. They must have just been sliced open.
Fair
Yeah, the
warning.
boxes have been opened. Okay, yeah. They look really
$10.
nice, though. Jeez.
$14.
Greninja. Jesus, thank you. Greninja.
$18.
That was rough.
$22.
That was rough. Should you buy an Oracle of Ages Hollow WADA 9.0 A++ for 1K?
$26.
I don't know. Let's take a peek at gamerstonks.com and see what the comps look like on it. We'll do a quick
Fair
price check
warning.
here. Oracle of Ages. It doesn't sound like a bad price just off the top of my head to get yourself
Next
a hollow
lot.
print or a foil print of it.
$50.
I mean, 9.6 A+, 1888. That was in April. The VGA copies absolutely went gangbusters. 85 plus went for 1100 in December. I mean, 9.0 A++.
Fair warning.
I would probably want it for
$70.
slightly under 1,000, like 800. I would feel better about, but I don't think 1,000 is awful. It's not easy to get the foil prints. There's
Fair
only
warning.
23 right now. 9.0 A++ is, you know, it's
$80.
close to being in the upper echelon there. The A++ seal grade helps a lot, but I don't know.
Fair warning.
I'd feel better about 800. 1,000 isn't awful.
Next lot.
Yo, Lee, welcome. Glad to see everyone's
$650.
enjoying the scamathon. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, no, Lee's old time. Oh,
Fair
Rezzy's
warning.
new, though. Graded games are gross. That's a new person, but
Next
Lee,
lot.
Lee's been here forever.
$28.
We appreciate Lee.
$32.
Super Mario Land 2, we're into
$36.
Game Boy here. There's only a few Game Boy games, then when there's a little bit of an N64 block
$40.
into GBA, and then Wii U. You guys know the order, but N64 today basically doesn't exist. And here's
$44.
Virtual League Baseball, 9.8 A++ for the Virtual Boy. It's a case fresh game for Virtual Boy. Like, there's a
Fair
ton of
warning.
these out there, but
$50,
still, if you're going for the
60,
Virtual Boy
70,
collection,
$85,
Virtual League Baseball is one you need.
$110.
9.6A2 on Mario. Oh, it's Canadian. I was going to say. This feels like a solid price, like a good buy-in price, but it's Canadian.
Fair warning.
Yeah, really nice 6 golden coins. Used
Next
to like it more
lot.
than one as a little kid when they came out, but now you appreciate the original a lot more. 2 plays slow and is too easy. Yeah, nice one for sure here, but yeah, it's Canadian.
$38.
Drago, Charizard will always be number 1? I don't know, man.
$42.
I don't know, man.
$50.
I just
60
I don't
70
I think if
$80.
Charizard isn't part of the new anime,
$90,
isn't part of the main
100,
character stuff,
$110,
like
$120.
Charizard fatigue can happen. What was the, like, even in some of those modern sets, they were putting Charizard in
Fair
too many
warning.
of the sets. They were giving out too many Charizard promos.
$130.
Like, if you just shove Charizard down people's throats, eventually, you know, they're gonna get sick on it. So I don't think it's impossible for Charizard to fall out of flavor in the next 10, 20 years.
Fair warning.
But I mean, hey, who knows what the fuck stuff's gonna look like in 20 years.
$140.
Gauntlet Legends is 9.6 A++, baby.
$50.
From a factory 6-pack. Beautiful game. One that I think every N64 collector should own. Gauntlet
Fair
Legends
warning.
is one of my favorite games on the N64. It's one of those games where I'm really glad it's super common
$160.
because I wanted to own one. And I do own one. And I'm happy to own it. So it's sometimes nice when
Fair
it's sometimes nice when really good games are really common so that like you can get one.
$70.
You think WADA... I think WADA would grade those
Fair
Bill
warning.
Lambiers. Those look like those Latin American ones. They open to slide a Spanish manual in and
$180.
seal with a sticker. That's what I was thinking, Supio, is that they were sliced on the side to do something. Because, like, very clearly,
warning.
these were sliced with intention, and then that sticker on the left-hand side was put
Next
on it.
lot.
That's why I was not sure if they were even
$220
sealed or CIB.
$60.
Because sometimes... Here's
$300.
Mario Kart. 9.0 box on this one. 8 cartridge, 7.5
$320.
manual. So in this case, the box is helping out
$340.
everything. That 9.0 box is compensating a 7.5 manual, 8.5 overall.
Fair warning.
Yeah, well, even with some of the Canadian games, we get them sliced across the top and they'll slip a bilingual manual inside, and technically the game is still sealed. Like, you can't open the game.
Fair
There's
warning.
just been a manual stuck in. So, no updates on VGA Pop reports. Nope,
Next
absolutely not. Coming soon.
$220.
Coming soon for the VGA Pops. Gauntlet ends at 204. Here's Mario Kart 64, closing at $400. Yeesh. 9.0 box, man. That's
Next lot.
people wanted it. People pushed that big time.
$1,800.
Here's Mario no Photopia, or whatever it's called, the Japanese version. Supposed to be a very rare Japanese Mario game. This is the small
Fair
box
warning.
that comes inside of the bigger box.
$2,000.
$252. Yeah. We've seen it sell on Heritage a few times. Holy fuck. 9.6A. First
Fair
time at
warning.
Heritage Auctions. Highest out of just 2. What the fuck?
$2,400.
When did Rush 2 become this rare? What? What? We're looking
Fair
for
warning.
$2,880. We're looking for $3,120. This is like
$2,800.
we're looking for $3,300. I think this is pushing the same prices like Bomberman 64 Second Attack. I think.
Fair warning.
Holy fuck. Wow.
Next lot. $220.
If you have a factory sealed
$320.
Rush 2 in your collection, find it. Find this. Wow. That's wild.
Fair warning.
3,120. 9.6A.
$340.
Jesus. Here's Mario 64. It's an 8.5 box. 8.0 overall, 7.5 cart,
warning.
8.0 manual. Man, Rush 1 sold for
Next
what?
lot.
Like 1/10 of the price up, yo?
$220.
I think we had Rush 1.
$260.
It was like a pretty solid grade. Maybe 9.4A plus. Sell for like $350 last week. Rush 2. Oh my god. Jesus. This might be the highest sale we ever see on this game ever. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 8.0 A++. The final game released for N64. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Fair warning.
Oh yeah, no, in my head this is like a $400 game as
Next
well.
lot. $110.
In my head this is like a $400 game. So oh my god, man, that's huge. Huge. Someone was clearly looking for Rush 2. Clearly
Fair
some
warning.
pent-up demand there. Here's Vigilante 8, Second Offense, 9.0 A+.
Next lot.
Oh my god, that's like
$200.
$149 for Vigilante 8, Second Offense. Vigilante 8 is $149 and Rush 2 is $3,120.
$240.
What the hell? What is this world we're living in?
$280.
We're living in the topsy-turvy right now. Holy crap. Interesting ones, to say the
$300.
least there. Interesting ones, to say the least. And Tony Hawk ended at $360.
Fair warning.
Castlevania GBA Classic Series here. GBA
Next
starts
lot.
now.
$5.
I don't think we have too many, though. Classic Series ends at $336. Into Spider-Man, 9.8 A++.
$7. 9, 12, 6, 20, 20, 20, 30, 30, $40.
Spider-Man getting a little bit of love here. We started off at $0. Yeah, we started off at $1, so slowly pushed our way up to $159. 9.8 A++ on it. Elijah Lewis at the $4.99. Rush is living in the limelight
warning.
today. Yes, seriously, man.
$140.
Seriously. Much appreciated for the $4.99, dude. No, Super Junk. We do have to talk about that as well. We'll wait until the Nintendo block is done, and then we will talk about the CGC card
warning.
changes that did take place, because, man, they are huge. But we'll
Next
wait until
lot.
the Nintendo block ends.
$3.
We'll save the CGC
$14.
conversation during the Sega block there. Because, man, CGC cards, if you guys didn't see, just made some massive, massive
Fair
changes.
warning.
Like, basically changed everything. But yeah, we'll
Next
talk
lot.
about it more in just a second here.
$2.
Spider-Man went to $164. X-Men, the official game, went for $41.
$4.
Here's Hulk, 9.4A on GameCube. Yeah, only 3 GBA games today. That's what I thought. Barely any.
Fair warning. $6.
You were the underbidder on Gauntlet, Joseph? Don't worry, man. Don't worry. You'll have another one.
$8.
Another one will pop up for you. That's the good thing about Gauntlet.
$16. $18.
I do think Pokemon will be thriving in 20 years. I really do.
$22.
I think the reboot of the anime is like a great step in that direction. I think it had to happen. It's probably, 10 years overdue. Well, not 10, but you know what I mean. That was overdue for them to refresh the anime. So I do. I do think Pokemon will still be thriving in 20 years. The Pokemon formula, how we play it, what we do, might be vastly different. Because remember, 20 years from now, like, we might all be in fucking VR playing Pokemon, throwing Pokeballs and stuff, right? Like, it might be completely different. AR technology, Pokemon Go, we might be seeing Pokemon with, like, glasses on in our real world. Who knows what Pokemon's going to look like in 20 years, but I think it still will be thriving in whatever state it's in. It'll probably look very different, though.
$40.
You got your games graded by a UK company. They're really good based on the 300 games you have graded with them. Yeah, UKG is very popular for the UK guys. But I really love the look of CGC cases. I'm pretty sure they do ship worldwide, Spooky Gamer. I'm pretty positive you can submit the CGC from wherever you want.
Fair warning.
I'm pretty positive. I did not own a Rush 2. I think I own a CIB copy. I do not own a factory sealed one. I wish I did because, yes, I would sell it. Following this sale, I would post mine as well. Unfortunately, I don't own it, Odin.
Fair warning. $60. $65.
Hulk here is just taking its sweet time. We're looking for $94 now.
Fair warning.
Maybe this is a bounce auction. People are going insane on several. Which ones are you seeing, Chris, that you think are going really high so far? I mean, Rush went absolutely crazy, but other than Rush, I'm not sure if anything went wild. I mean, Mario 64 is pretty expensive. Here's Battalion Wars 2, on the Wii. Entering into Wii right now. We had very few GameCube games as well today. Entering into Wii, starting with Battalion Wars 2. CGC 9.48+. We're looking for $35. Looking for $37. There we go. A little bit of life in Battalion Wars, I tell ya. And Mario 64 went for a lot as well. The Mario Kart 64, like $396 on both of those respectively. Or $396 and $384. Those are pretty solid. But like, I don't know. The Mario Land 2 $750 for Canadian might be high. I'm just not seeing a whole bunch of other stuff really, like, popping off. So curious what you see, Chris.
$26.
Oh my god, Heritage called it an 8.5. It's an 8.0. I didn't even see that. That's hilarious, Tim. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, the Heritage description says 8.5. It's an 8.0. You paid... Game Gallery, you won which game there, you just said? You won the SM64. I don't know. It feels kind of expensive, Game Gallery. Like, it feels kind of expensive for an 8.0 overall.
$36.
I don't know. I'd have to check more prices on it. It feels expensive for an 8.0. I think you could probably get a raw one off of eBay for a better price. How much of a sale price does the auction take? So, Mickey Bones, you see on my screen here that it says 44 for the next bid, and then underneath it says W/BP. So the auction company does get that entire spread between the two bids there. That's the buyer's premium. The auction company gets that, and then there's also whatever your consignment fee is. And the fee could be anywhere from 0 to 15%. So the auction company will get anywhere from 20 to 35%. And that's pretty standard with all these private auction houses. I think I'm out of focus here. You'll see that same percentage. That's like Golden, PWCC, anywhere you can sign with the big private auction houses. About 20 to 35%. If you're doing amazing stuff, like if you're sending in a fuck ton, you can also go lower than that. You know, you could get 10% if you're sending in like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But for the normal person, sending in a bunch of stuff, 20 to 35%. And then they'll take care of literally everything for you.
Fair warning.
So it's a trade-off.
$26.
It's a trade-off. They'll handle fulfillment, shipping, all that stuff. Advertisement. You know how it is. Battalion Wars 2, slowly but surely, did work its way up to $89.
Fair warning.
Call of Duty 3 is a 9.6 A+. First time offering the Wii version, actually. Goes for $65. Here's Call of Duty Black Ops on the Wii. Looks like the Call of Duty fans aren't as excited about buying Wii copies as they are about the 360 copies.
$40.
The 360 ones go crazy, so the Wii ones here, not too much. Marty the one-man party with the $11 dono. Some Canadian dollars in there too, dude.
$60.
You know I need that Canada. Greg the GOAT. Much appreciated, Marty. Seriously, dude. I know you gift subs a lot of the time. You give donations, man. It's
$75.
It's crazy. It's thank you so much. Like, truly, so generous, man. Greatly appreciate it, Marty.
Fair warning.
I want you to know, like, I always notice, and it's always extremely appreciated. You wish you would have bought the Worms Armageddon for N64 recently. You need to find a sealed one of those.
Fair warning.
Damn, you're looking for a sealed Worms Armageddon. Where did one sell recently,
Next
French
lot.
Toast them?
$22.
How much did a sealed Worms go for?
30,
That's obviously up there in the, you know, upper echelon, most expensive type of N64 games. Call of Duty Black Ops, yeah, like I said, the Wii versions just aren't getting that love.
$44.
9.68 plus goes for $104. Here's Disney's Epic Mickey. 9.68 plus on this one as well. Some lower key Wii games today, hey? Usually we just see Marios and Zeldas. Today we actually have like some fun selection if you're a Wii collector. It was on Heritage in like 2K. Didn't see the auction until too late. Been looking for one forever. Ah, it was on Heritage, hey? I just want to see the grade on it now.
$90.
How the hell do you spell Armageddon? Like that, maybe?
Fair warning. $95. $100.
Yeah, VGA 85. Look at that, hey? 2,280. So like I was saying about that Rush 2 sale,
Fair warning.
dare we forget that Rush 2 just sold for $3,000.
$14.
Worms Armageddon is only $23. Jesus. Jesus, Murphy.
Fair warning.
I tell ya. Yeah, that doesn't even feel that bad for Worms in an
$18.
85, to be completely honest. Yeah, it doesn't feel bad at all. Here's Donkey Kong Country, 8.5 B+.
Fair warning.
That's tough. 1.5 inch long
$22.
indentation on the top left corner of the front cover. It extends 0.5 inches onto the spine.
$24.
Can we see it? A 1.5 inch. Maybe it's this thing right here?
Fair warning.
Heritage is actually pretty good that sometimes they give you
Next lot.
descriptions as to what's wrong with the
$2.
game. So if you're ever unsure on a lower grade copy, check the description. You can sometimes find out what the hell the issue is. Because some types of damage are worse than others. Donkey Kong Country Returns, $51 for the 8.5 B+. Yeah, there's just... That's a tough grade on a Wii game.
8, 10, 4, 8, 20, 20,
9.4 A+, Metroid Other M. Yeah, fun Wii games, exactly. Give you the worms?
Fair warning.
Oh, come on, Supyo. You'd much rather have Rush 2. Why isn't Marty a mod? Marty buying his way into modhood? You cannot buy your way into being a mod. Not on this
$6.
channel. I wish YouTube had like VIP or something. Like something other than mod.
$18.
You know how Twitch has a whole bunch of different things you can have?
$22. $26.
You can't have anything on YouTube, and that's super lame. Metroid Other M goes for $55, 9.4A plus. Here's Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, 9.4A plus.
$34.
Other M is still super available, factory sealed. This might be like... Other M has to be up there with the most available factory sealed Wii game, period. It has to be up there.
30,
Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, 9.4A plus. Pushing its way up to $71 here.
Fair warning.
Buying the Wii CODs 9.8s? Yeah, no kidding. Where did Rush 280 sell for 3K, Supyo?
$50. $55.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Rush 2 is an 80. 9.6A equals 80. I get what you're saying now.
Fair warning.
Yeah, kind of crazy, man.
$65.
Where the heck can you find a graded Super Princess Peach? Yeah, you're probably going to have to make one of your own, to be honest with you, Andrew.
Fair warning.
There just aren't a lot of sealed DS games, like
$70.
graded DS games in general right now, so like... Oh, is there a Super Princess Peach coming up in the 6th gen?
Fair warning.
You might have a chance here. Super Princess Peach. There is! You have a chance at one. Ah, it's a reprint. So there is one coming up in the 6th gen auction here, but this is a second print copy of the game. You know, 001, you got the B over there. It's a second print.
$70.
So if you don't mind, you can go for it. But be careful paying too much for a second print. The gray logo here in the bottom corner is the biggest tell. If you see the gray logo, second print. So
$180.
I would still probably recommend just getting your own at that point, but if you don't mind the second print, one will be available in the 6th gen auction. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption goes for $104. 9.48 plus. That doesn't feel bad to get yourself a Metroid Prime 3. Here's Metroid Prime Trilogy, 9.6A. The Collector's Steelbook. 9.6A on this one.
Next lot. $160.
Closes for $288. I'm going to do a price check on that. I feel like I bought a higher... I think this is up. Here's Super Mario Bros. Wii. There's a lot of CGC today. My God. Bet. 9.6A plus. This is an early print here with the red case. 9.6A plus CGC Mario Bros. Wii. Made in USA, I believe. Yep. A lot of CGC today. Check out Wii. Metroid Prime Trilogy. Yeah, that's what I thought. The 9.8A sold for $288. 9.8A for $306. 9.8A plus for $312.
$2.
Today, the 9.6A goes for $288. The CGC one. It's a solid sale for Metroid Prime Trilogy compared to what we've seen over the past while. Still not huge or anything, but that's what I thought, is that they had been going... The 9.8 copies had been going cheaper. So,
$7.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii also went for $288, exact same price as Metroid Prime Trilogy.
$12.
No More Heroes 2, Desperate Struggle, 9.2A for $30. That is $1 plus the $29 minimum. Whew, No More Heroes 2, man. That's a tough one. Resident Evil 0 Archives, 9.4A plus plus. A game we see quite a bit on here, actually. Yeah, Simon Space. That's a really good point, dude. We have not seen Mario Galaxy in a long time.
Next lot.
It's been weeks.
$22.
Weeks since we've seen one. Here's Shovel Knight on 90 plus.
$30,
I'm going to go ahead and toss some bids at this. I mean, like, I think Shovel Knight is a big Wii U title.
$70.
And it's a VGA 90 plus, which is
You've
super
been
nice.
outbid.
Ah, man.
Fair $75.
One more.
$80, $85.
Okay. Looking for 114 on Shovel Knight now.
$90.
One more. Oh, fuck. Okay.
You've
All
been
right, so it's
outbid.
at 129 now. Still feels low for a 90 plus. I don't know. I'm out of money, though.
$10.
I'm freaking
You've
out
been
of money.
outbid.
I'm broke. I need to stop buying stuff right now. At least until my NES games sell. All my NES stuff now is at the consignment place. The auctions are starting. I'll talk about it in the Discord more and make a video once some stuff sells, but I need to wait for those frickin'... Once those games sell, I'll have some liquidity again.
Fair warning.
Super Princess Peach is a gem. You've got a Princess Peach first print, but it's only 9.2A plus. That's still not terrible. How do you always know when stuff is first or second print? With Nintendo stuff, Andrew, it's actually pretty easy. Because it's...
$55.
There's uniform ways of telling with Nintendo stuff. Is it Inazuma who wrote a good guide on it? I believe.
Warning.
Is Inazuma in the chat right now? I think he wrote a good guide on telling first, second prints on his website, a few games. But I don't know how to get that article. But I'm pretty sure he wrote a good guide on it, because you can tell by the product code as well as the satellite codes on the item.
$110.
Are you in the Discord, Andrew? If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Yeah, there's Inazuma. Join the Discord, Andrew, and we can get that linked for you. And you can start learning how to look at the UPCs and stuff on Nintendo games. So you can at least see what you're dealing with as far as first and second print go. Because these zeros right here, like all of these zeros are their own language, and this number up here is its own language as well. And if you know how to read this number as well as these zeros, you can always know if you're looking, well, you can almost always know if you're looking at a first, second, third, whatever you're looking at. So. Then with other consoles, it's a lot fucking harder. And if you're not looking at modern Nintendo stuff, it's a lot fucking harder. But modern Nintendo's actually pretty easy. Shovel Knight does close for $169. Breath of the Wild there is from the special edition, or from the starter pack, sorry, for $169. Here's a Let's Go Eevee VGA 95. I'm going to toss a bid at this as well. I do want a copy of this. I don't know. Don't outbid me. Someone outbid me.
You've been outbid.
One more.
$110.
Don't outbid me. Don't outbid me.
$120.
You've been outbid.
Again, like, oh my god. This isn't even that expensive. It's just like, fuck. I don't have money right now. Now, someone tossed a cut bid in there. We're looking for $159 now on the VGA 95. Just a small box copy of Let's Go Eevee. Just the small box copy, but I know I do, Supyo. I just need to black out my screen when I start bidding.
$220.
HC, I want the one with the big box, man. I do, but like, I think the last big box copy sold for $1,000. Close to $1,000.
$280.
Oh, it was a 95 plus. Okay, so 95 plus of the big box, like the nicest possible big box, went for $1,200. Well, I guess maybe I could get an 85 plus for a few hundred, maybe.
$160.
Maybe. But I got to get one there eventually. I agree. But geez,
Fair warning.
I'll get one eventually. I mean, there's no shortage of supply, right? There's always going to be another Let's Go Eevee, so I'll get one eventually. Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I'll get them eventually. We'll get there. We'll get there. No worries, folks. No worries. No, I know you can't link in chat, Inazuma. I know you can't. Low key got a phone bid on the side, yeah, pretty much.
$170.
Pretty much. How do I feel about Nintendo Red Strip Sealed we got over here in UK and Europe? You think they look delightful, but some people from USA don't like them? In general, Spooky Gamer, I'm just not gonna buy PAL games. Like, I think there's a lot of that where collectors are only going to buy like their collector region for the most part. So, I mean, how do I feel about the Red Strips? I love it. I think it's great that there is a proprietary factory seal that you actually have on your Nintendo games in Europe.
Next lot.
But
$32.
Yeah, in general, I probably will buy very, very, very few PAL region games just because I collect North American region. And I do a little bit of Japanese now too. Entering into Sega, though, Maze Hunter 3D goes for 312. Shanghai is a 9.68 plus for 186. Where in time is Carmen? Where in the world, sorry, is Carmen San Diego? 9.68 for 210. And that's it for Sega Master System. And now we're into Sega Genesis with Action 52, 9.28 plus. It's gonna push higher than the NES copy. Aren't we like 2 bids away? We're looking for $600 right now in Action 52 for the Genesis.
Next lot.
Wow, just about the same price as the NES copy. Kinda surprisingly there. Kinda surprising. Here's Comic Zone, sorry, 9.0 A++. Error, double hang tab. Is that just on the back of the game they have 2 hang tabs?
Fair warning.
Yeah, I guess they just stuck 2 hang tabs on the back.
Next lot.
Right? Is that what they're... Yeah, kind of weird. I don't think that's an error someone would want. You know, I don't think that's a value mattering, but $360 to Comic Zone there. And yeah, Action 52, man. The 9.28 plus there on Genesis for $576. That's solid.
$9.
That is solid.
$12. $16.
Your daughter told you she has a Pokemon friend at school. I told her, what do you mean? She says I have a friend called Eevee. Nice. $24. She's in deep, dude. She's in deep. That's hilarious.
Fair warning. Next lot. $18.
Yeah, that guy will get in the Discord. I have faith that Andrew will find his way into the Discord, and then we can link him the article.
Fair one.
Yeah, let's check that Action 52 on Genesis. Let's take a peek. We're saying that it went high. We're saying that's kind of crazy. Let's take a peek.
$18. $28.
Action 52 on the Sega Genesis here. A 9.2A plus, last sold in November for $264. 9.0A plus, 360. That was, you know, in January this year. CGC 9.4A plus plus, 432 in May this year. So even compared to that May sale of the 9.4A plus plus, like this one did huge today. Like 9.2A plus at 576 is huge for this game. I don't know why. It's not even the highest. There's 9.4A plus plus WATA copies and a 9.4A plus plus CGC copy. I guess someone was just looking for it. Someone was just looking to get themselves one, and they did not fuck around with it. So hey. All the power to him.
Fair $100.
Desert Strike CIB. Yeah, $45. 9.4 CIB. I found why my mic was loose. I finally found out what was the issue. I can stop touching it now. The Desert Strike 9.4 for $45. DJ Boy is a 9.2B plus, and yes, the CGC card news. So let's go CGC cards here.
Fair
I'm sure they have their Instagram. Where should we go for the news announcement? CGC merger. Yes, here we go. So if you guys didn't see today, massive news in the graded card world. CGC Trading Card has merged with CSG. So CSG used to be like the sports card portion of CGC. They had their own like subsidiary basically. This is kind of what the labels used to look like. But as you can see, the biggest news with this, CGC card labels are gone with the blue. Like, the blue is gone. This is what new CGC cards are going to look like. This new black label here, like Gem Mint 10, that is the new label. On top of that, that's a Gem Mint 10. They're also going to have, where the hell is it? These. So these are the Pristine 10 label. So there's no longer subgrades. There's no longer a Perfect 10. Pristine 10 is now the highest. Gem Mint is also a 10 grade, but it's below the Pristine 10.
Next lot.
And
$75.
because the 10 is now called Gem Mint as well, they're now going to take any previously graded CGC 9.5 trading cards, and if you resubmit them, you resubmit those old 9.5s, they will turn into this. Your old 9.5s will now turn into 10s. JT, there actually is still 9.5, but the new 9.5 is below the old 9.5. So the old 9.5 is a Gem Mint, which is why they're now making it Gem Mint 10s, and the new 9.5s are Mint Plus. So yeah, a lot of shit happening with CGC trading cards. Basically, every 9.5 is now a 10. That is like the biggest thing that changed. All old 9.5s, you can resubmit them, get yourself a 10. You'll get a 10, the new label, all that stuff. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Sounds like a scam to get people to resub their cards. Until September, I believe, Chokeslam, they are allowing... Until September, they are doing $5 resubmits. So if you want to get the new holder in that, it's $5 until September. To submit your 9.5s, get the 10s, get the new label, all that shit. I also think the label is super generic. You know when they were doing, like you had all those random grading companies popping up during the pandemic? That's kind of what I think when I see this label. I think generic grading company. If they had blue trim around the label or just something to still make it like CGC branded, I could get it.
Next lot.
But
$14.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You can see now, like here's their group photo. Let me see this. You can see that now, like, you know, the cards now have no semblance of the blue. The blue is gaudy. Like, I don't love the big blue labels either. But they could have kept something to do with the trim. Put some blue trim on there or something. Like, keep the iconic, like, even if you
Next
love
lot.
or hate the blue, it still is iconic with
$190.
CGC. Like, that blue does equal CGC. And for them to just dump it entirely with the cards is,
Fair warning.
it's surprising.
$200.
And same with the pristine label, right? Like, they're going with the gold look. I don't know, man. It's interesting to say the least. And then having all of your
$280.
9.5s become 10s, and the new 9.5 is actually shittier than the old 9.5.
$360.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fair
It's
warning.
interesting. It's interesting.
Next lot.
Curious what you guys think about all this.
$90.
Because, I mean, obviously
$100.
CGC doesn't lead the card world. PSA does, just because mostly, you know, PSA 10s are pretty easy to get, and they sell for the most money.
$140.
So if you were someone who actually adopted CGC, if you were someone who actually used CGC trading cards, you submitted all your shit, right? Your collection is all blue. You were trying for the 10s, the 9.5s.
$60.
I mean, man, oh man. Man, oh man. Just feels like a slap in the face to the people who actually used the CGC brand for the past, I don't know, how long has CGC been doing trading cards?
Fair warning.
I actually don't know. Have they been doing trading cards for like 5+ years, 10+ years?
$180.
You wish Wada will come up with a promo to sub for their new cases? Yeah, man, Elysium, they said they would. Remember
Fair
back when
warning.
they announced it, they said, we're going to be doing specials for you to resub your Wada cases.
Next lot.
That didn't happen.
$26.
That didn't happen. We didn't get any
$90.
kind of steep discount for resubbing Wada cases. You really can't knock the CGC labels
Fair
considering how horrible PSA and SGC are.
$95.
I mean, man, I really don't mind the PSA label. I have no real qualms with it. Maybe I'm just like used to it by now, but I really have no qualms with the PSA label. I don't hate SGCs either, to be honest. I do have some SGC cards in my collection. Like, I don't mind it.
$70.
BGS... BGS is fine. Like, I would put BGS below SGC myself. I would put CGC above BGS as well, the blue ones. CGC has only been doing cards for 2.5 or 3 years. Oh my god. So in that case, it's almost exactly like WADA changing over everything, hey? It's almost exactly like WADA changing everything after like 3 years of service.
$120.
Ah, that's tough. That's tough.
$130.
PSA label is not that hated. PSA label looks amazing in your opinion. PSA label is ideal. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the PSA label at all. I think the CGC label is honestly close. Like, I don't think I like that it has the silver gradient in the back. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just how the picture looks, but it looks like it's like a silver backing on it, which almost makes it look tacky. Like, it's close for me. It's close to being nice. I just don't know what... Something about it makes it look generic.
$2.
Like, it just doesn't look special. It doesn't look like CGC anymore. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just want it to look like CGC, and it just doesn't anymore.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Looks like CGC thinks cards is going to be the long runner. Oh, for sure. Like, make no mistake, cards are here to stay, and there's a ton more volume and people who want cards versus games and everything, so. Sonic 2, CIB copy 8.0 there, closes for $59. Yeah, 8.0 Sonic 2, that's just not much there. Shining Force was a European version there for Mega Drive, 9.0 complete in box, $45.
$38.
Shaq Fu, 9.4 A++, $204. That's actually just cool. Shaq Fu will always be cool. King of the Monsters 2 was a 9.4 B+ for $204. Judge Dredd, 9.8 A++ for $408. Genghis Khan 2, kind of neat. I don't think we see this much at all. 9.2A for $129. Frank Thomas, 9.6 A+. Beautiful copy of Frank Thomas there, $180. And that catches us up on Sega Genesis. We have Winter Olympic Games, 9.4 A+ right now. What would be the ideal price for a water recasing? $15. I think if they were to make it $15, Kevin, I would actually do it.
$180.
Even $25, I mean, I can't do $25 just a recase. Maybe some other people would feel differently, but like, I cannot feel like I can't do $25 even is too much. Just a recase. Olympic Games is actually getting some love here. 9.48 plus. We're pushing up over $200.
$220.
Looking for 264 on this. In my head, it's first time offering this game. In my head, I was thinking this was going to be like sell for nothing. So I'm glad it is getting a little bit of love here from the Genesis guys.
Next lot. $22. $34.
Yeah, no, collector garbage, man. I agree. It feels like CGC did cards way before the pandemic. I agree with you fully. That's so funny. That like 2 or 3 years. In my head, it's like, man, CGC's been around forever. But guess not.
$60.
Here's a factory case pack of 6. All Tour, Pro Tour, Championship Tennis. ATP Tour, Championship Tennis is how you say it. There we go. Jeez. 6 are inside of there.
Fair warning. $70.
PSA looks like a pill bottle. CGC was mainly just comics until either shortly before the Blackstone deal or shortly after that deal. Then they got into cards. Yeah, that's crazy.
$80.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, 25 a recase adds up big time, so I think it'd have to be $15 for a recase.
$85.
Yeah, speaking of Genesis, not a fan of Wada's new case for Genesis PS1 long box case. Chris Larson, I saw some of those, man. That the Genesis new Wada case looks bad.
$32.
It leaves a ton of open space at the top. It's just really weird. I saw those too, Chris. I'm also not a huge fan of that. Even the new Wada Switch case isn't great. There's a lot of dead space on the new Wada Switch case.
Fair warning.
It's not like perfectly formed to be used for Switch. I don't know if they're using like a NES box case or what they're using.
$90.
Oh, it's not as much space at the top now. Did they actually revise it, Chokeslam? Because I saw some copies where, man, it was like
fair warning.
A full inch or so at the top. Like there was quite a bit of dead space there. Still not as good as the old one.
$110.
That Echo cover art is gross but interesting. Yes, it's very weird how they stylized. I think it's because it's done by, the art is done by Boris Vallejo, who's known for like dark fantasy pieces and this ultra realism with muscles and shit. So having that type of artist draw a dolphin, this is what you get.
Next lot.
That's what you get.
$32. $40.
It's a weird style to apply to a like an underwater dolphin. Most of his pieces are like, you know, warriors, fighting, fantasy, dragons, shit like that.
$110.
Yeah, exactly. Greg is ultra realistic with muscle. Yes, I need Boris to draw me a painting of myself. I need a self-portrait in my background. That is in this same style.
$32.
and swimming in the ocean. Tomcat Alley there, 9.4A goes to 67. Star Trek Starfleet Academy, 8.5A plus to 134. Sega Touring Car Championship is a 9.6A plus plus. And for some reason, there are 2 graded higher than this out of 18 total. So it must have been a case pack game. Because holy shit. That many mint copies of any Saturn game is just weird.
$65.
The new Sega Genesis case floats in the middle now, so the bottom of the game isn't at the bottom of the case. The bottom of the game is like 2 to 3 inches above the bottom. Okay, that sounds better, Chokeslam. It still doesn't sound great, but it sounds better. Would that not make the old blue slabs more valuable, though? Probably not, Andrew. Like, if anything, and the same thing I think will happen with WADA, come another 5 years once most of the market has adopted to the new cases, all of a sudden the old cases will be less sought after.
$320.
It's almost inevitable that the old cases will become less sought after. The old cases will become less sought after in the future. It'll take a bunch of years, but, you know, it's more likely they become less sought after in the future rather than more sought after.
Fair warning.
This is 9 complete in-box Sega Genesis or Sega Saturn games, and some solid games in there. Like, that has North by Northwest, Dark Savior, Three Dirty Dwarves, Legend of Oasis. Like, that's a good lot of games there. Went for $408. Here's NHL 2K2, 9.48++. The coolest auction so far, man. It has to go to Rush, right? Like, Rush 2 selling for $3,000, man. That has to be the talk of the auction so far. 9.68 for 3,100. Like, whoa. Maybe not the most unique game or coolest game to sell, but Jesus, did that one ever pop off?
Fair one, $22.
Any thoughts on people complaining about the rounded corners of the inside of the new WADA cases damaging boxes? Schatzberg.
Fair warning.
I think the new WADA cases and the new blisters are better. I know that that was a thing happening with some of the old WADA blisters, as some corners were getting crunched. I think even CGC was having some issues with corners getting crunched or some bending occurring because the cases were super molded.
$42.
But like
$65.
You know, it's all anecdotal, and like I don't know how much it's actually happening versus how much it might look like it's happening versus
$70.
You know? It's hard.
$75.
That was close to $1,000 worth of Saturn CIB. Yeah, dude, I knew it had to be expensive. Like I said, almost every game in there is a known title. There's like that. There's no crap in that 9-game lot. Why does Larry and Jimmy keep messaging me about VHS? Good God. Are you in the Discord, Wacko Wombo? Who are you?
10, 14, 6, 18.
Why are you getting messaged by Jimmy and Larry? That's a great question. Yeah, exactly. Old PSA slabs are generally less sought after. Like, it just happens.
$20.
As more people continue to grade and the market adopts the new slabs, the old ones just get phased out, less sought after, you know? There just aren't as many people looking for them.
Fair warning.
People would really, really have to hate the new cases in order for the old ones to be more valuable. And at that point, I mean, they might redesign the case again, but I don't see that happening.
$22.
Sega Dreamcast is just about coming to a close, so it feels like a great time to remind you guys that tonight's auction is, of course, sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys hanging out on this Tuesday. Description of the video has everything coming up for the signature and showcase auctions, as well as consignment deadline. So if you want to get into any of these auctions, like the 6th generation and beyond showcase auction taking place in September, or the signature auction taking place in November, you can reach out using the link in the description, get free appraisals. If your games aren't graded, Heritage can also help you get them graded. You don't pay any grading fees until after the stuff sells, so it's pretty sweet. And of course, they're always accepting quality consignments every single week for the Tuesday auctions we watch right here on YouTube. Videogames@ha.com. If you have any other questions about the consignment process, reach out, find out what Heritage can do for you.
$22.
And I think that only cost us one game there. 9.88 plus, Space Channel 5, $75. And if you've been hanging out, hit the like button. Oh my gosh, I need to stand up for a second here. We're a little bit over halfway through the auction now. Getting sweaty in here though, my gosh, I tell you. I'm gonna have to go turn down the air a little bit too. Oh, getting all sweaty with PS1 coming up.
$65.
Oh, 1 second here.
$75. $80.
Whew. Yeah, so you get those Saturn games at about 65% once you consider your shipping and taxes.
$85.
Yeah, I'm always saying BP price, Chris. So if I say it sells for $408, BP is already included in that. I'm always saying the BP price. Shipping and taxes, I mean, I can't include those. They're going to vary based on where you live and all that stuff.
Next lot.
But I am always saying the BP price. Typing of the Dead goes for 114. John Madden Duo CD Football, 9.6 B+. What did you guys pick up there?
$440.
Here's PS1. Starts now.
Fair warning.
124, 25. Starting off with Bloody Roar 2. Zero graded higher. Another highest graded copy. 9.68 plus. Bloody Roar 2 goes for 516. Ultimate Battle 22. 9.68 plus.
Fair warning.
Joe, I'm pretty sure you did really good on that Saturn lot, honestly.
Next lot.
Pretty sure you did fine.
$55.
That makes you sad you really wanted the Sealed Rush 2. Did you bid on it? This is Monster Rancher for PS1. I gotta toss some bids at this.
100,
There we go.
You've been outbid.
Get it over $100 at least. Cool game, but like, again, I'm just not in a spot to chase Monster Rancher right now.
$140.
Pushing its way up to, we're looking for 169 on it. And the craziest thing here, I thought this was actually cracked. This is just part of the art design. Like, look at that. I thought the entire game was cracked, but apparently that is just part of the design of the cover art.
Fair warning.
Like, the manual looks like this, which is just fucking crazy to me.
$180.
You can rest assured this game is not damaged. It just looks like that. Looking for 216 here on Monster Damage. Or on Monster Rancher, it's not damaged. Jesus.
$7.
$204 for Monster Rancher. Yeah, Spore Light, exactly. Collector Garbage. I remember we bought Spore at one point. Like, I think my mom bought it for us. And we were just like, I don't know if we were too young or too dumb, but we never got into it. Or maybe the game just sucked.
$14.
But we did own Spore. We just never really played it.
Fair warning.
Yes, B.
$16.
Standard Gaming closing shop honestly surprised me too. Because, like,
$20.
obviously, like,
$22.
you know, in a down market, running the type of business that they were doing, like a video game reselling business, essentially, especially just for graded games specifically, like, that's tough. It's going to be tough in this kind of environment. But I don't know why. Like, in my head, I just didn't think they were actually going to close. I thought they were going to, you know.
Fair warning.
I just thought they were going to keep going. I thought they still had enough business going through, but I guess amongst the, it looked like there were 4 guys who were all invested in it. So amongst them all, I guess they just decided it's a waste of fucking time. You know, waste of time, resources, money, all that stuff. Or even if it is kind of working, must just not have been worth it anymore. Monster Rancher closes for 204. RPG Maker 7.5A for $51. Twisted Metal Small Brawl was a 9.8A++ for $134. Here's Warhawk 9.6A Long Box PS1 CGC.
280.
God bless Standard Gaming. You loved buying from Standard Gaming. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I directed a lot of people to Standard Gaming too. I don't think I ever bought off them myself, but I was close. Because like I said in the video, some of those, like, it was the cheapest place you could possibly get a 9.8A++. For, like, the Switch games they were offering and other stuff like that.
Fair warning.
That is actually a service that I would love to see someone else pick up. Someone needs to be buying cases of Switch games and submitting them and selling them at a slight markup. That just feels so viable to me.
Fair warning.
But damn. Here's Torneko, The Last Hope, Dragon Warrior, 8.5B+. Low grade on it, but I'll be honest with you. I think CIB copies of this game are like... Isn't the complete in box higher than this? I feel like I fucked up by not bidding. Here's Capcom versus SNK 2 as we enter into PS2. Actually, not that much PS1 tonight, damn. Capcom versus SNK 2 is a 9.4A. First time at Heritage, we're looking for 240. Pushing up there a little bit.
Fair warning.
I'm sure that Torneko game is like $60 CIB.
Next lot.
Yo, take care, Odin. Have a good sleep, dude. Yeah, B. I mean, fuck. Like I said, man, I feel like an idiot that I didn't click the bid button here. This is cheap. Chris, did you get the Torneko?
$140.
Did you get the Torneko, dude? If you did, man, congrats. Damn. Contra Shattered Soldier, 9.6A+. Only 2 graded higher out of only 13 on the pop report. Capcom vs. SNK sold at 228. And Contra Shattered Soldier is pushing its way up a little bit here. Looking for 216 so far. Oh, you grabbed the Capcom SNK. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. You grabbed the SNK. Well, shoot. Who got Torneko? I mean, I'm saying who got it. We're going to see it on eBay from title, but... Standard Gaming protected many games you own 1 weekly at a time.
$260.
Oh, the last Capcom SNK sold for $320. Jeez. Yeah, no issues picking one up then
Fair
for
warning.
$228.
Next
Contra
lot.
Shattered Soldier actually did pretty good there.
$28.
Last Contra for $460. Yeah, $288 this time around. Here's Dark Cloud 2 9.48 plus. Is no one going to bid on this?
$48.
Going to push this up a little bit here.
You've been
Like we should at
outbid.
least get 100 out of it, right? Jesus. So Contra Shattered Soldier, the last time we saw one was back in
$65.
January. Yeah, geez. Back in January, 552. Today, 288. Almost cut in half over the
Fair
past 5
warning.
months from its last sale.
$70.
Like I said, sometimes we still get
$75.
surprises like that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, Contra sells for $300, but that's
Fair
actually
warning.
almost half as much as it used to sell for. And it's like, holy shit,
$80.
Contra was $550. Damn. You know what I mean? Like,
$85.
damn, that's an expensive Contra. It's not showing me the comps here on here for Capcom versus SNK. Let's bring up GamerStonks. We'll take a quick look here. All price comps are
$90.
courtesy of GamerStonks.com, launching soon. Capcom versus SNK 2.
Fair warning.
9.6A went for $384, so a little bit of a higher grade there. We've only seen it twice. There's only 12 graded. Yeah, seems like a solid price there to pick
Fair
one up for $228. Not a whole lot of options to get one.
$100. $110.
The last Dark Cloud was like $240? Really? That's what I mean. That's why when it was sitting at under $100 there, it's like, oh my god,
Fair warning.
where are people? What is this, 9.48 plus?
Next lot.
Yeah, 9.6B plus went for
$65.
$280 in March. 9.6B plus, $280. Today, 9.4A plus, $129.
Fair warning.
Where the fuck are people, man?
$70.
9.6A plus on
You've been
DMC2
outbid.
here. Beautiful copy of DMC2. It's just
Fair
crazy.
warning.
Crazy how,
75.
I don't know. Seems crazy how cheap so much of this goes. If I had infinite money, like, I would love to scoop up some of this stuff for $129, you know? Throw it in a closet and just sit on it for a bit.
Fair warning.
DMC2, we're looking for 119 on it, looking for
$95.
124, 9.6A plus.
Fair warning.
So strange because the top of the auction was way higher than comps.
$100.
Have a look, everyone bolted after N64? Yeah, seriously. That is like, you know, I don't know, people are
Fair
pretty
warning.
steady in my live chat, but I mean, after the N64, after the
$110.
Nintendo lot, you know, I know a lot of people dip. All the Dragon Balls, yeah.
Fair warning.
No, this is the real version here. This is not from the compilation. This is a
Next
real
lot.
copy of DMC2 here.
$22.
So here's Dragon Ball Z Japan copy. I mean, I gotta place some
$28.
bids. Please, no one outbid me on this. Like, just let me take it for $50. I collect Dragon Ball Z games. $50, I can do that.
Fair warning.
But I don't want to have to, like, chase after Dragon Ball Z.
$30.
Why?
$32.
Why? Yeah, you can tell DMC is a real one because at the top, there's a security strip. So if it's a security strip
$34.
copy, it's a real copy.
You've been outbid.
If there's no security strip, then it's
$36.
the trilogy copy or whatever. Is there just like one other motherfucker out there bidding on
Fair
Dragon Ball
warning.
Z against me? And every time they just wait until zero? Like, come on.
$42.
Why do they also gotta waste my time? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you want to bid on the game? Bid on the game then. But do we have to let it count down all
warning.
5 seconds every time? 3, 2, 1. Okay, they
Next
fucked
lot.
off. Good.
$55.
Let's go! Another Dragon Ball Z game for the collection here.
$60.
VGA 85 Japanese copy. Let's go. Cool. Just cool. So these are interesting.
Fair warning.
Speaking of trilogy copies, this is Budokai Tenkaichi here. It's an 85
lot.
plus uncirculated.
$55.
And these are from the Dragon Ball Z
$70.
trilogy box. So the trilogy box includes Tenkaichi, Tenkaichi 2, and Super Dragon Ball Z. But inside of the trilogy
Fair
box,
warning.
the Dragon Ball Z games aren't factory sealed.
Next lot. $60.
So the only way that these exist are in uncirculated form. And BGA did give them a standard grade, but there's no
Fair warning.
cellophane, there's no seal whatsoever on these Dragon Ball Z games.
$70.
They're the exact same as retail releases as far as I know. But for putting them
Fair
inside
warning.
of the trilogy box, they did not factory seal them.
Next lot.
And that is why we
$2.
see it sell for $84 here, $94 here. Beautiful grades on them, but you know, they're a weird
$4.
spot. Because you just have to cut
$6,
open the trilogy
$8,
box and
$10,
you have these
$14.
unsealed copies of the game. So here are more trilogy copies. Grand Theft Auto 3, 9.4A++.
$16.
Yeah, the grading fees
$15.
cost more than what I paid. Exactly. And if you think about, like, importing this Dragon Ball Z game, I would have to pay to fucking ship it from Japan. Man,
Fair warning.
I'm super happy. Super happy to add another Dragon Ball Z game to the collection. Super happy.
$22.
Couldn't have asked for a better price. So if you were in the chat, if you were bidding against me, thank you. Thank you for not driving up my bid.
Fair warning. Next lot. $65.
Without you bidding on the Contra, it would have gone for under 200. You bumped it around to 300. Full collapse going on right now on secondary
Fair
titles.
warning.
Yep. Especially at these auctions. Like, so much of the
$70.
stuff is still selling via auction. So much of the liquidity is only via auction still that if people don't show up to the auction, man, stuff is, you know, stuff is going to go for a deal. Elijah Lewis with another $4.99. Dude,
warning.
you're going to Spirit Bomb share your energy for you with the DBZ.
$80.
Let's go, man. Much appreciated, Elijah. Sick game. Sick game. Much appreciated, man.
Fair warning.
That goes right towards that Dragon Ball Z fund. Now I need to message
Next
Heritage after this auction and see if I can
$80.
combine shipping on stuff. I won that stuff from last week's auction I still need to pay for and shit, so hopefully they'll
Fair
let me
warning.
combine it all. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
$90.
Hopefully I don't have to pay 2 separate shipping costs. I just ship stuff to the States too because it's so expensive shipping to Canada. So
Fair warning.
we'll see what we can do with that. Cool win either way. Grand
Next
Theft Auto
lot.
Trilogy Edition here. Grand Theft Auto
$80.
3, 9.4A++ sells for $49. 9.8A++ San Andreas, 104. Vice City, 9.8A++, 119.
$100.
Oof. Yeah, so much for the VGA Premium. No kidding. No kidding. It's dead. VGA's dead again. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories is 9.6A+ here for PS2. And right after that, we have a Kingdom Hearts 2, 9.4A with the rainbow foil. The nicer version of the
Fair
game.
warning.
There's 2 different foil versions. There's rainbow and silver foil. The rainbow
Next
foil
lot.
looks way better. I don't know if one's early print,
$55.
second print, or anything like that, but this one looks better aesthetically. And I mean, shit, under $100, I'll toss a bid at it. 9.4A, not the most ideal grade in the world, but it's hard to argue the price.
You've been outbid.
$75.
There's a copy of
$80.
Black for PS2 coming up that's mislabeled and is in the Xbox section. Really?
Fair
Wow,
warning.
yeah, here's Black, VGA 85 plus. Cool
$55.
game. PS2 copy, hanging out with the Xbox games. Ooh. We'll see what happens there.
Fair
Kingdom
warning.
Hearts 2 is still pushing. We're over $100 now, looking for
$90.
114. You want that Kingdom Hearts beauty? Yeah, it is, dude.
$95.
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts 2 with the rainbow foil, it pops, man. It looks great. HR awesome when it
Fair
comes to
warning.
accommodation. They even lowered service charge for you once because it felt pretty high. Let's go.
Next
That's
lot.
awesome. So hopefully,
$2.
hopefully I can just send them an email, get all that combined. Hopefully, man, I need to ask them to delay my invoices too. Like, I fucking sit here buying stuff
$4.
every single week. I know you said they do it for high value customers, Elysium. I don't know if me spending
$6.
$100 a week counts as high value, but maybe we can work something out.
$10. $14. $16.
The Kingdom Hearts 2 goes for $119 there. You were the underbidder on Kingdom Hearts 2,
Fair
just couldn't
warning.
go one more? Yeah, it's fair, dude. And with Kingdom Hearts 2, you're
Next
gonna have
lot.
another chance. There's a lot of them out there, so you'll have another chance.
$26, $30, $34.
That's why we see the price
$38,
being what it is. Like,
$42.
there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 out there.
46.
These are rock
$60.
bottom, yeah, man. That's why I'm telling you. In my video, I said there, I'm having the most fun in this hobby as I have in a long time. Like,
Fair warning.
$200 in this hobby
$70.
goes so far right now. Like, if you go back to 2021, $200 wouldn't buy you, like, anything. Now, 200 bucks, man, you can get yourself, like, mint. You can get yourself almost anything in the 6th gen or later.
$5.
Unless you're going after, like, Mario's. But anything basically 6th gen or later, you can get, like, 9.6A+. You can get beautiful copies of games. If you go back to, like, NES, Super Nintendo and stuff, again, unless you're chasing after Mario's and the biggest games, you can even get solid grades on a lot of that stuff. It's crazy.
$50.
Yeah, 43 bucks for Madden there. Madden 05, 9.6B+. Max Payne 2, 9.8 with an ACL rating, $109.
$60.
Some people only care about getting the 9.8. Here's Mega Man Anniversary Collection, 9.8A++.
$65.
This should be the reprint
$70.
version, I think.
$75.
Or is this the early one? San Francisco
$80.
address. Is San Francisco early or late when it comes to Capcom? I can't frickin' remember all the time.
$90. $95.
I don't remember. 9.8A++ on it. I can't remember if it's the reprint or not. You'd pay $150 plus shipping for the Kingdom Hearts 2 if someone wants a deal. You need to make a Heritage account to get in on this. Yeah, do it, dude. It's free to make an account on Heritage. And even if you never bid on anything on Heritage, even if you never bid, having access to the Heritage archive is very valuable in itself. And you can check all sold listings. You have access to the entire archive for free.
$18,
So,
$22, $26, $30,
it's just fucking worth having an account, to be completely honest. Make an account on the website, access the archive, sold listings. It's just worth having. The Anniversary Collection, 9.8A++ goes for $129. Sunnyvale. Yes. Is it Sunnyvale that's the earlier one and then they moved to San Francisco, Kevin?
Next lot. $90.
I think you're right. Mobile Suit Gundam here. Journey to Jaburo? It's a promo punch copy VGA 80 for $104. Here's NFL Game Day 03. Tom Brady on the cover, of course. 9.6A on this copy. It's such a shame that so many people who don't, like, participate in sealed and graded video games, like, they might be a video game collector themselves, right? But all they... San Francisco address is showing top in the pop report, so you're assuming first print. Are there a fuck ton of these, though, Elysium? Or does the other one have a ton? Because whichever one's the reprint is going to have a ton on the pop report. And the other one should be less. Here's Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, VGA 80 copy.
$22.
I will toss a couple of bids at this as well. I mean, VGA 80 is, I don't know, not the best grade in the world, but we're looking at $51 here.
$24.
You've been
30,
outbid.
then 13, then 4. There's 3 variants of this? What? There's 3 variants of the Wata Mega Man Anniversary? I didn't realize that. I'll do one more bid here on Sands of Time. Prince of Persia was a really cool franchise.
$28.
One more. Fuck it.
$32.
You've been outbid.
$34.
One more.
$36. $38.
Yeah, VGA 80,
You've been
I mean,
outbid.
with a DVD style game, it could be like a 9.4A even. Like, there's most likely issue with the seal rating that's destroying it. But it could also be like an 8.0A+. Oh, was it you, Tring, bidding? $65 for Prince of Persia Sands of Time there. Here's the Two Thrones. Again, I'll toss a few bids here at the Two Thrones, VGA 85. An 80, a VGA 80, VGA 80 plus, I mean, man, it could cross anywhere.
Fair warning.
There's a lot of outcomes for that. So,
$22.
oh my god, I thought I had it,
You've
man.
been outbid.
I thought I had it there. That would have been $47. Bastards.
Fair warning.
One more.
$24. $26.
You've been outbid.
$30.
Are you bidding on this one as well, Tring? Yeah, VGA really does need 85 plus for the big
Fair
premium.
warning.
I agree.
$32. $34.
You cross 85 to 9.8A plus, San Andreas. Yep, my VGA 85 copy Elysium
Fair
was My 85
Next lot.
cross. Sorry, fuck me.
$65.
I crossed the VGA 85 to 9.68 plus myself. That was for GameCube. The Two Thrones ends at $61. And here's Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, 85 plus.
$75.
Actually,
You've been
that
outbid.
gold premium here.
$85.
We're over $100 though. So yeah, there you go. Once you get into 85 plus, you can actually see some premium.
Fair warning.
I mean, hey, it's already selling for almost twice as much as the other two copies.
Next lot. $18.
Hey, 61, 65,
$24.
and 109. That's a massive $45 premium for the gold one.
$28.
Massive premiums. Do not sleep on VGA gold. Yeah, still cheap. I
Fair
agree.
warning.
I agree fully.
$36.
Here's Rumble Roses, 9.2A.
$40.
The weirdest thing about this game is that it's published by Konami. How the hell they got their foot into this, I don't know.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Oh, is the Street Fighter coming up
$16.
San Francisco? That would settle it if so. Yeah, okay. So San Francisco is the reprint then.
Fair warning. $18.
Yeah, don't look at my no activated windows. We don't talk about that.
$20.
Rumble Roses goes for $67.
$22.
Here's Digital Devil
$24.
Saga 2, 9.48++ from a factory sealed 12 pack. The cost of grading is more than it went for. Yep. I can see that you've got 9.68 pluses that had some deep scratches into the plastic before, or even bumped corners on boxes, not as pristine as many think. Yeah, man, there's variance. There's variance, especially on some of those older WATA graded games. Very difficult to predict DVD style crossover from VGA to WATA, especially if you can't see all sides. Yup, agreed.
$38.
Don't make me tell you twice. Capcom moved from Sunnyvale to San Fran. Sunnyvale is first print. I'm just going to write it on my notepad here.
$44.
Sunnyvale first. So the Mega Man was a reprint. The Street Fighter coming up is a reprint as well.
$48.
San Fran second. Write that down, chat. Do not forget. Sunnyvale is first. You will be
Fair
quizzed
warning.
on this. But yeah,
Next
what I was
lot.
saying before I got caught off there,
$65.
a lot of people who don't know anything about the sealed and graded world, they will have like watched Carl's video, or maybe they saw the $1.5 million Mario 64, and they're just like, oh, graded games are a scam, they're all so expensive, like waste of money, blah, 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 blah. All that shit, right? And meanwell, like I said, they could be collectors
Fair
themselves, buying sealed games, buying CIB games off of
$130.
eBay, and it's like, if you just open your eyes to what the graded game market actually is, or like pay any attention to it, a lot of those people can almost undoubtedly pay
Fair
less
warning.
money and get better conditioned games if they would just
$150.
pay attention to the graded market. So many of those people.
Fair warning.
And it's just crazy that, holy
Next
fuck, Joe
lot.
Kane, get it together.
$55.
Is San Mateo first? Or is it... Yeah, San Fran is third print then in that case. Jesus. Here's Silent Hill 4 The Room, 9.48 plus.
$85.
Sitting at $100.
$90.
Yes, 2 copy of the game.
$95.
I will bid on Silent Hill a few times here.
$10. $120.
We'll cut bid.
You've been outbid.
Sunnyvale, San Mateo, and then San Francisco. Gotcha. So San Francisco is
Fair
the worst
warning.
one you can see. Am I going to get Silent Hill here?
Next lot.
Wow. Silent Hill 4, The Room,
$65.
$144, hey? 9.4A plus. Here's Siren, 9.6A plus. Again, I gotta toss a couple bids at this.
$95.
Just cool horror
You've
game
been
and really high
outbid.
grade. 0 graded higher out of this. Oh my god. One more. Okay, that's it. Siren is actually a pretty dog shit game, I will say. Cool for horror collectors, but yeah, Siren, man,
Fair
playing it kind of freaking sucks.
Next lot.
Great. Now I've spent way too much money at this auction.
$34.
Yeah, seriously, Tim. That's what I'm... Dare I say, now is the perfect time for you guys to subscribe to YouTube membership. With the membership bonuses, you guys get these really fun emotes in the chat. You get all this cool stuff. Did you guys know that there's a donation button at the bottom of the channel? Look at all these cool emotes I got here. Subscribe for YouTube membership today. Only $5. I think it's only $2.99. What a deal. Yeah, my God, man. Just bleeding money out here now. I can't say no. I can't say no. I can't say no. The prices are too good. The prices are too good.
$55.
I'm pretty sure YouTube membership is literally $2.99. I have it at the lowest, like, the lowest denomination.
Fair warning.
Here's another one of those Dragon Ball Z games that came out of the trilogy version.
$75.
Kent, you won the Torneco. Let's go, dude. We were looking for who won that one. I still think that's the deal of the auction for what you paid for that. Great pickup. Great pickup.
$3.
Fantastic pickup on the Torneco.
$5. $7. $9. $12.
The Super Dragon Ball Z there, VGA 90, goes for 99 bucks. Here's Tiger Woods, PGA Tour 2002, 9.4A. You scooped up the Street Fighter A++ seal. So this Street Fighter rally, I don't know if you were listening to us all talk there. This is the reprint of Street Fighter Annie collection there.
$4.
So, like,
$6,
yeah, you still didn't pay much, right? 100 bucks. But there is an earlier print of this Street Fighter game. Just to keep that in the back of your head. And the earlier print does have the UPC across the top of the game. So it's really easy to tell from a distance. Okay, you know? Good, good, good.
$16.
All good, dude. All good. Just wanted to make sure you were aware. Timothy, there we go. Member for 5 months. Member for 5 months. Good to see it. You'll love to see it. Thank you for being part of the Greg gang, Timothy.
$30. $46.
Tiger Woods 07 was a 9.6B plus for $43. Unlimited Saga, Square Enix, 9.6A plus, highest graded of only 5.
$60.
Man, I was about to hit the bid button again.
$65.
It's a 9.8A plus.
$70.
Oh my God, a Square Enix game, and we're still only at $100.
$80.
Oh my gosh.
$85.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
$95.
Jesus, I can't do it. You've never paid for membership. They're all from Marty donating. Oh my God.
$10. $120.
Silent Hill 4 at that price is a steal. Let's go! Let's go!
Fair one. $130.
You regret to grade yours a big loss. You have a 9.6A plus. Sure, I will not be able to recover my investment. You might be able to do better on eBay, Doom, if you do a like a buy it now.
$40.
If you don't auction it. But that's why I picked up that Silent Hill 4, I tell you. On that note, Doom, I also paid over $200 for an Xbox copy of this. So, like, I'm not getting my money back on that one either. Now I have an Xbox copy and a PS2 copy. Biggest Silent Hill fan you've ever seen. Biggest Silent Hill 4 fan you've ever seen, sorry. Never even played the game. Unlimited Saga closes at $159. Yeah, toss a few. I need to, Bundoid. I need to.
Next lot.
That's Winback right there. Winback Covert Operations, 85 sells for $55. That's crazy. This has to be close to a launch title, hey? This has to be really close to a launch title. Doesn't say it is. First time at Heritage, though, for it. It's 2001 published, so, like, it's got to be somewhere around there.
$40.
Here's Zone of Enders. Second runner.
$42.
DGA 80 plus on this copy with the security steal. You've had 4 months. You've been trying to sell it around 400. Oof.
Fair warning.
Well, yeah, that's about it for that then, dude. That's about it for that one. Damn. For 83 viewers, your chat's so much more active than most streams you've seen. Oh yeah, we're popping off in here. Thank God you guys are active chatting, or it'd just be me freaking screaming into a void for 2 hours. Winback is extremely basic over the shoulder. It's not bad though. Budget title. Is it like the same Winback? Like Winback is on N64, is it not? Is it related in any way? Is it the same game? Is it like a port?
$40.
Is it? Well, I think Winback's on the N64. Yeah, exact same name. So is this like
Fair
a port?
warning.
Which one came out first? The N64 version?
$150.
Published N64, 1999. PlayStation 2 in 2000. So yeah, really fucking early PS2 title
Fair
if it's on the
warning.
N64. I knew it looked familiar.
Next lot.
Money
$2.
courtesy of Gamer Stonks.
$12.
Timothy with the $5 donation. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Much appreciated, Timothy. Here's a group lot of 4 fighting games. Xena, Double Dragon on the Jaguar, and then Anniversary Collection and Street Fighter Alpha Anthology there.
$36.
You have Silent Hill 85 plus, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't afford them right now, that's block. I'll tell you that much.
$40.
If you want to sell me Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 for $600 total, we can talk. But I don't think you're going to want to do that. I can't afford Silent Hill 1 and 2.
$65.
It's better on the
$70.
PS2, but it's still bare bones, no detail anywhere. Yeah, same game. S Block, you also won the Unlimited Saga. Yeah, dude.
Fair warning.
That's why I almost tossed bids at it.
$80.
That's why I was almost bidding on it, man. 9.88 plus for 159. Square Enix.
$85.
I tell ya.
$90.
I tell ya. Good deals around. Good deals all around. These are all of the Guitar Hero games basically here. Rock in the 80s, Legends of Rock, Guitar Hero 5, Guitar Hero, Metallica, Aerosmith. They are all sealed as well, and there is no back photo of Guitar Hero 1.
Fair warning.
So I think you have to assume it's the not sought after version of Guitar Hero
Next
1,
lot.
but maybe someone's about to get lucky.
$7.
$124 for all 6 of them. $20 per sealed game there. Crazy.
$822.
Miranda joined the Greg gang. Let's go. Let's go. That's the support I need in my life.
Fair warning.
That is the support I need in my life. Already using her new emotes.
$30.
Loving the new emotes already.
$32.
Oh, I appreciate you. Welcome to the Greg gang. I appreciate you.
$34.
Here's a group lot of 8
$36.
sports games. I was going to say it's all Madden, but it's not all Maddens. GoldenEye is also in here for some reason.
$38.
So there's Madden 02, Madden 07, 2K5, Street 2, Madden 05 Collector's Edition,
Fair warning.
Madden 05 Non-Collector's Edition, and NCAA 07.
$40.
8 factory sealed games there.
$42.
It's honestly like a pretty decent lot. Especially that GoldenEye is up there in the corner. Like GoldenEye and Street
warning.
2 have to be the 2 best games in there, right?
Next
Simon
lot.
Space has been a member for
$2.
21 months.
$18.
Jesus, man. What's 9 plus 10? What's the joke there? What's 9 plus 10?
Fair warning.
I don't know.
$22.
We're done with PS2. We're into PS3. Just 4 games
Fair
for PS3 today. Starting off with Diablo 3. This is not the version that has the Infernal Helm
Next
included.
lot.
I think this is just a reprint
$2.
8.5B. Pretty rough there on Diablo 3. $49. Type it into YouTube? Can I type
Fair
it into
warning.
YouTube
$4.
with you
$6.
watching?
$8.
Or should I be
$10.
weary? 8.5B
$14.
plus here on Infamous.
$16.
Elysium. No one knows what an
$18.
Espiritu Santo collection is. No one knows. Evan was, Brian was even in the chat. One
Fair
of the
warning.
consignment directors. He didn't know what it was. So,
Next lot.
I don't know if it's a typo, if someone
$2.
carried it over from something else.
$24.
Or, I don't know. Don't know what it is. Don't know what the Espiritu Santo collection is, but I've
Fair
seen it
warning.
in a lot of the descriptions as well. Here's Red Dead Redemption 9.4B+.
Next lot. $55.
Yeah, exactly. Timothy said don't scare away the girl, and you start off with that. Come on, HW, get
Fair
it together. Get it together, man. Silent Hill
Next lot.
Downpour 9.68+.
$18.
And Apex Legends VGA 85, but it is a Canadian copy of the game.
Fair warning.
Infamous is also a second print. Damn, I didn't realize. Oh, it's a not for
Next
resale
lot.
copy.
$2.
Where did the NFR come from on that one, S Block? Is that from like collector's edition? I don't know where the NFR even
Fair
comes
warning.
for
$4.
Infamous.
$6.
Apex there goes for $45.
$8.
Here is Miles Morales 9.6A.
$10.
And it's the launch edition. Gotta point that out there.
Fair warning.
There's a game in the signature that you
$16.
personally graded. It's not yours anymore. And it says Espiritu Santo Collection.
$18.
You just thought it was hilarious. Weird. Yeah, very weird.
Fair warning.
There was something, we're just about to enter into
$20.
Xbox here. I want to talk about these first ones. But then with Red Dead Redemption, I have a question for you guys that you guys might know. Maybe you don't
Fair
know.
warning.
Maybe this will be news to you as well. But Red Dead Redemption has a lot of variants.
$22.
Ah, this Spider-Man game's taking forever. Let's just go over to Wada Games here.
Fair warning.
That's not where I want to be.
Next lot.
There we go.
$30.
Okay, starting off with this, though. This is what I did want to talk about with Xbox. This is one of those
$34.
launch
$38,
team
$42,
first production games.
$26,
So this is not for
$50,
resale because it was part of like the
$65,
early
$70.
promo launch title. 9.0A on it. But this is like, I think there's 6 of them that got this treatment. Halo is obviously
Fair
one of them
warning.
that has this special NFR as well.
$70.
So this is a Zurich for people who are,
$85.
you know, into Xbox collecting. For all 10 of you out there who might care about the NFR here.
Fair warning. $95.
Xbox here, firing up though. Make a little timestamp. And then right after this one, Infamous is a
Fair
second print. Oh, sorry, yeah.
$100.
Then we have the black, which is the PS2 copy, VGA
Fair
85
warning.
Plus, which shouldn't be over here in the Xbox games, but hey, gonna happen sometimes. The
$110.
Zurich is very slowly making its way up still. And then with Red Dead Redemption, like I was saying here,
$120.
there are 3 what you would call black label, white label copies of the game, and I don't know. What game was I talking about, Timothy, that you're trying to win? The Azuric? Did I just fuck you on Azuric? If that's the case, I apologize.
Fair
You donate $5 and I fuck you over if that's the case.
$60.
Sorry, dude. So with Red Dead Redemption, though, there's 3 different spine codes on what should be
$170.
black label copies. These 2 down here, right? These 2 copies have 1 submitted
Fair warning.
and 2 submitted respectively. That's 39813 and 39821. 39574 has almost all of the black label copies submitted right now. Almost all of the copies we
Fair
see
warning.
are this one. Does anyone know what the hell this 39813 is and this 39821? Does anyone know a variant order on these?
Fair warning.
Because like I said, if you just look at the face of the game,
$170.
they are all identical. It's just the code on the spine. As far as I can tell, that's actually different about them.
Fair
So
warning.
something to keep your eyes open for
Next lot.
the
$2.
Red Dead Redemption on 360. I don't know if PS3 also has all of these variants or not, but the 360
warning.
version definitely
$4.
does. Black there ended at
$6.
192, and Azuric ended at 192 as well. You bid on the Azuric. How many launch title
$8.
NFRs? I think there's 6 of them, Game Gallery. I think there's 6 launch title NFRs. But if you want a confirmed
$10.
answer, just go ping
$14.
Matt in the Discord and he can tell you. Or MCM Rose. He knows the answer. He probably has all of
$16.
them. If you're in the Discord, just go give him a ping. He'll answer you on that one. Did you win?
Fair warning.
Did you win the Azuric, Timothy? Did you take it down?
Next lot.
Or did I fuck you over on that one?
$160. $170.
You know I have my honor to the consigners.
$180.
Here's Castlevania Curse of Darkness, 9.6A+. Only 2 copies graded higher out of a total 9. And I think we've seen
Fair warning.
9.6A+ on this game before, have we not? Yes,
Next
last
lot.
sold in May for $240.
$280.
And it sold in March for $312. We've seen it 3 times now. It's kind of crazy.
$320.
Today it sells for $204. So
$360.
if you've been patient with it, this is the lowest we've seen a 9.6A plus sell for Castlevania Curse of Darkness.
$480.
Here's Fable 9.6A with the limited edition DVD included. Look at this bidding action. We're looking for $720 on this so far. There are only 3 copies of this variant on the Pop Report.
Next
Comes with the bonus DVD.
$18.
$660 on that. Jeez. That's kind of big. That's kind of big.
Fair warning.
Here's the Black Label normal copy of Halo 8.0A.
Next lot. $110.
$51.
$130.
$51 for a kind of shitty factory sealed Fable. Hey, that's funny. Here's the Halo 2 multiplayer
Fair
map
warning.
pack 9.6A plus.
Next lot. $22.
I would probably rather take the 9.4A plus out of those 2 French Toasta, but they're extremely close.
$34.
It just depends if you have a nice A plus or a shitty A plus. Like, quite frankly, when we start talking 9.2 A plus plus or 9.4 A plus, eye appeal. Like, how does the game actually look? Should be what decides it. Because you're going to find some super nice 9.2s and some kind of shitty 9.4s, and you're going to find some kind of shitty A plus seals. So, at that point, it's really hard to just say, like, a blanket statement.
Fair warning.
You believe the
Next
NFR Infamous is a promo copy.
$18.
All PSX promos are worthless garbage, got held up in distribution for decades, and easier to get than first print retail copies. Interesting.
$22.
Here's NFL Fever,
24,
another one of the
$26.
launch team games here. 8.5A, not for resale. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, 9.6A plus for $94, and the multiplayer 2 map pack went for $149.
Fair warning.
Yeah, if I just had to take a blanket statement, French toast them, I'd probably say the 9.4 is more valuable, but like, you could see them sell either way.
$32.
With the
Fair
3-dimensional games and with 2 separate grades, like,
$34.
I know with cards it's really easy, right? It's like, oh, that card is shittier than this card. But with games, these
$36.
3-dimensional objects, it's like, man, there's a lot of subjectivity as to what actually looks better or worse. You were bidding on the Fable and the bot check came up.
$40.
No! Yeah, Joseph, I saw there's only 3 on the pop for that. With the limited edition DVD. Jeez.
Fair warning.
I mean, 660 is nothing to slouch at as is. Like, that definitely got
$42.
some love, but crap. That sucks to hear.
$44.
What have we seen normal Fable sell for, actually? Whoops. Need Xbox here.
Fair warning.
Normal Fable has sold for...
$46.
Yeah, the normal Fable 9.6A plus went for $312, the Black
$48.
Label copy.
$50.
9.6A plus went for $576. $630 at absolute peak. So this
Fair
copy of
warning.
Fable that sold tonight, Joseph, is the
$55.
highest any
$60.
copy of Fable has ever sold for on Heritage Auctions and Certified Link. So I mean, this is that's no slouch.
$65.
But the DVD copy here definitely seemed to be the one that people wanted. I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Fair
Highest
warning.
highest price we've ever seen say Fable sell for so far. Jeez.
Next lot.
Unless eBay has had something bigger, but across the
$55.
auction houses, highest graded or
$65,
highest sale on
$75,
Fable
$80.
so far.
$85. $90.
Here's Ninja Gaiden Black,
$95.
9.6A plus. Toss a bid at this. I mean, at this point, right? I've already fucked up. We might as well spend
You've
a bit
been
more money.
outbid.
Do a cut bid on it.
$130.
All right, I'm outbid on Ninja
You've been
Gaiden Black.
outbid.
Looking for 159 on it. Really nice copy of it, and the Ninja Gaiden games are just cool.
$150.
You think 9.4 because it's in the mid 9s, people will be more hesitant to bid higher on lower 9s? For sure. That's why I think as a blanket statement, HW, I agree that the 9.4 is probably just the better game to own, even if it has the worst seal rating.
$160.
You never seen that before? You had to slide the puzzle piece and you failed 3
Fair
times
warning.
because you were shaky? No! No.
Next lot.
You need to do more
$30.
more aim practice. You need to whip out the, what's that program called that some people,
Fair warning.
Vandek? I can't remember what the aimbot program is, where you just practice your aiming for
$34.
FPS games. I guess there's probably multiple of them, but you need to do more of that, Joseph. You need the steady hands
$38.
for those big clutch endgame moments.
$42.
Gas is closing in and you're just spraying everywhere, dude. You got to get it together. Oddworld
$70.
Munch's Odyssey, again, Xbox launch team. So in this
$80.
auction alone, we're seeing 3 of these Xbox launch team games. The Madden
$85.
or the NFL Fever actually only went for $89. I'm pretty sure these are incredibly difficult to find, factory sealed. Oddworld here, 9.4B plus on this one. NFR launch team Xbox.
Next lot. $22.
$109 for that.
$34.
Again, we'll have to ask Matt in the Discord, but I think they're really hard to find factory sealed. I feel like he used to say he spent a long time chasing these down. Here's the Suffering, Ties That Bind, 9.6A plus.
$55.
Sells for $61. Oh man, that's again where I wish I kind of just would have tossed a bid at it because fuck it.
$60.
Assassin's Creed 2, 9.6A plus.
$65.
You may or may not have been blocked by Heritage a few times.
$70.
Because the A plus is still good, 9.2 is just slipping too low on the scale. You've got 9.0 A's that look really good and may regrade 9.4 A plus for half the price. Yep. That's what I mean so much too, HW, about looking at the game as well, is they're not all made equal. Like, there's a lot of subjectivity that does go into grading, unfortunately, so
$16.
some of them look really nice and some just don't. Here's Blue Dragon,
$22.
9.0A. I've always had this game on my radar because the design and stuff is all done by Akira Toriyama. Of course, Dragon Ball series, Dragon Quest, all that. So, oh, and Chrono Trigger, right. So just because it's a Toriyama game, I always had it on my radar.
Fair $32.
You missed out on all the NFR games. Wada wrote a long blog detailing them all. Right. Wada does have a long article on those. Right. I forgot about that, Logan. That's because,
fair warning.
Dan Gomez, the lead head researcher at WADA, is a big Xbox collector. So, of course, he covered them.
$38.
Of course he did, right? The beauty of having an Xbox guy as your head researcher.
Fair warning. $40.
Blue Dragon slowly getting a little bit of love here. Pushing its way up to almost $70. 9.0A on it. Game Gallery, you bid on the NFRs and you lost. I don't know, man. Like, they only went for like $100. They just
$46.
They don't feel expensive. You know what I mean? They just don't feel that expensive. Let's go into the Discord here. Maybe I can just ping Matt quick.
Fair warning.
We'll see if he answers.
$50.
We can get another opinion on them.
$55.
Wait, why do I have 5 pings? Stop pinging me, y'all. Heritage Auctions.
Fair warning.
I think he's MCM Rose. There he is.
Fair warning.
We'll see if Matt gives us an answer.
$2. $34.
You're hoping for higher grades? What's the pop actually look like on them? Game Gallery. Like you say, you're hoping for higher grades. Are there higher grades that exist at this time? Here's Lords of Shadow, 9.48 plus.
$48, $50.
Really cool Castlevania game. I did play this one when it came out. This and number 2 were actually pretty fun.
$60. $65.
Why are you question marking me? I don't know. Do I need to go check? Let's check out Azuric. They don't even have it marked on here. NFL Fever 02. There's 3 of this copy on the pop report of NFL Fever. There's 3 of them. 9.2 is the highest. Azuric, that must be the only one they've labeled so far. And the other one was Oddworld, I believe.
Fair warning.
There's 5 of Oddworld, actually. So the 9.6 on Oddworld. There are actually a few of them.
$42. $60.
So, Pop 5, Pop 3, and... I mean, right now, Pop 1 is all I can say about the copy of Azuric, but there are a few of them out there. There are a few out there. Florida Shadows closes at 104. Here's Dante's Inferno, VGA 85. No slipcover on it, though. This is one of those games that did come with a slipcover, so it's a little bit shitty to not have the slipcover on it. Yeah, Joseph, I've always heard Dante's Inferno is super cool. Like, kind of like a God of War clone, I guess. I don't want to call it a ripoff, but same vein as God of War. I never got to play it, though. Never got around to it.
Fair warning.
Never picked it up, never played it, and then, you know, years pass and whatever, and you just never end up going back.
$2.
119 there for Dante's Inferno. Dynasty Warriors Gundam, VGA 80. These have always been really, like, like I want to try out games like this, but then I never do.
$22.
Yeah, the slipcover, as far as VGA is concerned, it would count to the grade. No, Max Quaza here. You are at the end of the auction. We are tail ending right now. So the auction starts with all the Nintendo stuff, and you start with like NES, and you go through the years. Then you go to Sega stuff, and you start with Sega Master System, and you go through all the Sega stuff. Then PlayStation, and you start with PS1, you go through all the PlayStation stuff. And then Xbox, starting with original Xbox, and going through the Xbox stuff. So right now, man, you're at the tail end of this auction. That's why you're seeing only Xbox stuff right now. But don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Halo 4 is coming up. Hold on to your hat, Max Quaza. Don't go anywhere.
$110.
The chance for you to purchase Halo 4 is still coming up. Dynasty Warriors goes for $61 there. Here's Fallout New Vegas, 9.6A+.
Fair warning.
In the slipcover, so Comac. With WADA and CGC, the slipcover is its own separate grade.
$32.
So that's a 9.6A+, but the slipcover is an 8.0. I'm pretty positive VGA just counts it into the total grade.
Fair warning.
Pretty sure. Here's 85 plus Gears 3. Looking for $63 on it. Can anyone confirm if VGA counts it towards the overall grade? I'm pretty sure they do.
$38.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Appreciate you popping in. Sure as hell is a week either way. Hey.
$42.
Hey. You gotta show up to all the auctions, HW. You never know what's gonna be auctioned. I think I won 3 games tonight.
Fair warning.
Like, I will agree that the, you know, the higher end stuff ending up in weeklies is just not happening anymore. Like, you have to want to buy secondary, third tier stuff.
Fair warning.
A lot of that stuff is still coming to the weeklies. But I will agree that, I mean, we're not seeing the premium first-party games nearly as much as we used to anymore. They just aren't popping up.
$75.
At least not at weeklies, right? You gotta show up to the showcase auctions, signature auctions, which I think a lot of people are realizing too, that if you are someone who wants to get the premium type shit, you gotta show up to the premium auctions these days. Here's Halo 4. I'm taking my shot at winning one again.
$100. $110.
You've been outbid.
We'll cut bid this. $139. Can we get it? Do we get Halo 4 this week, boys?
Fair warning.
Maybe? We might actually get one? All right.
$12.
We won Halo 4 finally for $134. Let's go. I don't think it's the lowest price it's ever sold for. $149 last week. Oh, we can't afford that. $169. We can't afford that. The lowest it's sold in at least a few weeks. Here's the 9.6A plus copy. I graded my own copy of Halo 4, and I made myself a 9.4A plus. That was before I realized it was on Heritage Auctions every single frickin' week. So, I have myself a 9.4A plus that I probably paid $80, $90 for all in.
Fair warning.
Now we got a Halo 4, 9.8A plus, beautiful copy of the game, no regrets. What we like to see. What we like to see.
$28.
You were in a bid war with me on Halo 4. Oh, I appreciate you letting it go, Kevin. Kevin, there's a beautiful 9.6 copy here.
Fair warning.
You can get yourself a 9.6. It's only $57.
$30.
I mean, I appreciate you, dude. Now I need to go post my shitter copy on eBay for like $99 and hope I can get it.
$32.
I mean, I feel like an idiot for grading my own copy, Bundoid. But hey, you'll live and you'll learn.
$34.
Like I said, now I need to go post my copy on eBay for like $99 and hopefully someone buys it. You can make a tiled
Fair
table with some resin with all the junk slabs you're impulsively collecting. I actually do want Halo 4 for my collection, HW. Like, I do want to have the Halo games.
$40.
So I don't hate owning a 9.8A plus Halo 4.
$42.
And at some point, because I mean, these are worthless, right? At some point, we are going to stop seeing Halo 4 show up. At some point. It might not be this year, but at some point, they are going to dry up and no one's going to be selling them for $100. So, like, fuck it. I'll grab one. I want one.
$46.
It doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? It's a game that I actually want to own.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Simon, man, just bleeding money tonight.
Next lot.
Buying way too much.
$2.
9.6 ends at
$60.
$73. Here's Need for Speed Most Wanted, 9.2A plus, Xbox 360 version of the game. Most Wanted, one of
Fair
the
warning.
Need for Speeds I played the absolute most growing up.
$70.
I played the PS2 version though, not the 360 version. This is a really early
Fair
360 game too. Only 7 copies on the pop report.
$80.
And 2005 published. Like, again, close
Fair
to
warning.
a launch title on the 360. So, pretty cool game.
$85.
If I hadn't spent money already tonight, I would, I'd go for this, but fuck me. Yeah, historic night indeed,
Fair
Elijah.
warning.
Historic night indeed.
$90.
The slipcover counts if the game is identifiable as to have come with a slipcover. If there's no difference when the slipcover is removed, they just grade it as a normal copy. You can ask them to grade the game only if the slipcover came in a collector's edition box. They grade the game without counting the slipcover condition
Fair
as
warning.
non-circulated. Interesting.
Next lot.
Slipcover counts if the game is
$32.
identifiable. So in that case with Dante's Inferno, what would happen, S-Block? Because, I think the game only ever came with a slipcover.
Fair warning.
Hey, here's Red Dead. This is 39574 spine code. So this is what I was
$36.
talking about with these. I think 39574 is the most common one of these.
Fair warning.
Yes, this is where you're going to see
$40.
almost every copy of Red Dead, 39574 spine code. And the other 2 copies look the exact same when you look
Fair
at them,
warning.
but they have different spine codes. Does
$44.
anyone know?
$48.
First print, second print, third print,
$55.
why there's 3 different variants of this same one?
$65.
What do you guys know about Red Dead Redemption? Looking for $94
Fair
here.
warning.
First week you haven't bought from
$75.
Heritage in a while, all because I had to pump a Zurich. Elijah, I don't even know if I
Fair
played
warning.
Halo 4 campaign, to be completely honest. I feel like I probably did back in the day
$85.
when it came out, but I played Halo multiplayer way more than I ever played anything else with the Halo games. Like, even with
Fair
Halo
warning.
Infinite, I did not touch campaign, but I played a fuck ton of multiplayer.
Next lot. $100.
My connection with the Halo games is much more embedded in the multiplayer experience. Halo 5. Resident
Fair
Evil
warning.
5, VJ85. This is a collector's edition steelbook, but isn't there
Next
supposed to be a
lot.
slipcover on this too? Am I crazy?
$3.
Isn't this missing a slipcover? $134 for this. Here's Resident Evil
$5.
5 with the slipcover again,
$7.
VGA 80.
$9.
So in this case, that
$12.
slipcover grade is... think it's impacting the overall grade, or is it just the slipcover that's been graded? I just don't know. I don't have enough experience with slipcovers in VGA. VGA 80 on this
Fair
one, though.
warning. $20.
Assumedly, there should be a mint game underneath the slipcover.
$24.
Right? Think so.
20, 30.
Yeah, this would probably...
$34.
I don't know if this would be custom or not, Hockey Guy. I'm not sure if you can get away with slipcovers
Fair warning.
as normal or custom. This would definitely be custom. The Steelbook, I'm
Next
like
lot.
damn near positive they would
$3.
custom you on this. I don't know if they would custom you on a Resident Evil 5 here with slipcover.
$5.
Resident Evil
$9.
Archives, Resident Evil 6.
$12.
DJ 90 on this
16,
one.
$20,
Resident Evil
22,
5
24,
went for
26,
$61.
$28, $30, $32.
And Resident Evil 5 Steelbook went for $134.
$34.
Your ass is still chapped that someone outbid you on Contra. By the way, Shattered Soldier is
$36.
highly underrated. It's definitely in the same class as the 16 and
$38.
8-bit games. I'll be at the bottom of that pile. Damn. I never got to try out Shattered Soldier or Neo Contra on PS2.
$40.
Big Contra fan, but yeah, just never got around to trying out those games.
Fair warning.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Comac, for sure.
42.
That's why I want to know E2. Like, if it's just the slipcover graded or if the game underneath is being considered. But I don't even know if this slipcover on Resident Evil 5 Gold, I don't know if it's taped at the top and bottom.
$46.
Because if it's taped at the top and bottom, like if it's sealed with the slipcover, then it's absolutely only the slipcover that's being graded. If the slipcover can be removed,
Fair warning.
I don't know what happens. So,
Next lot.
did Matt ever answer us?
$18.
Oh, he didn't answer us. What the hell? Resident Evil 6 Archives, $75. Here's Shadows
Fair
of
warning.
the Damned. 9.4A on this one. We only have a couple more games to go here, guys. Hit the like button if you've been hanging out. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Over 2 hours today. Almost 2.5 hours, actually, which is weird. Generally, these auctions with, like, this was 181 games tonight. Generally, it's closer to the 2 hour mark rather than going to almost 2.5 hours. That's a little bit weird.
$38.
Give Shattered Soldier a try. It's effing nails, but it's good.
$42.
2D side scroller. Oh, it's tough as nails, but it's good. 2D side scrollers weren't exactly big in the early 2000s.
$50.
It was after the disasters on PS1.
$70.
No, today's auction isn't bad. I mean, it fully depends what you think of these auctions, Marty. Like, I think if you're one of those guys who's like 40, 45 years old, and you only really collect NES, Sega, and Super Nintendo, these auctions are going to start getting pretty shitty.
$5.
Right? If you only collect for those vintage consoles, Game Boy, stuff like that, yeah, the auctions are going to be looking pretty shitty. But if you're someone who, like, spreads out more and you do some 6th-gen collecting, you do GameCube 360, you're interested in GBA, Wii, like, there's still a lot of stuff coming up that's interesting. But you have to like more of this modern stuff at this point. Vintage collecting is getting kind of slim on some of these auctions, for sure. Here's Tomb Raider 9.6A+, Steel Book Edition. What's the biggest dip I've got my eye on right now? Probably Pokemon games, Bundoid. Like, I still need a Pokemon Red and a Pokemon Crystal. I don't know. Oh, man. They're going to be expensive even with the dip, but I really, really, really want to get those for my own collection. Pokemon Red and Pokemon Crystal.
$48. $50. $55. $60.
Just because a game has a slipcover doesn't mean it's definite mint. Lots of case fresh uncirculated games get 85 plus. Oh, for sure.
$70.
For sure. Yeah, you too? Knock it off? Damn. Damn, dude. This Tomb Raider Steelbook Edition here, well, like 9.6A plus. Great grade on this. Looks like it's, we're going over $100 here. Looking for 109 on it. And the last game of the auction is Wolfenstein. Right after this. We'll see what that one goes for.
$85.
Elijah, it's going to be somewhere in like the 9294. I don't think I can afford anything better than like VGA 85, 92-ish A+. That would be my ideal for those games.
Next lot. $22.
Tomb Raider goes for 109, and here is Wolfenstein. 9.6 A+. Again, if I hadn't already spent money tonight, I would toss bids at this.
$38.
Cool game, cool franchise. But I don't need to spend more money tonight. I just do not need to. No part of me needs to bid on this. But it's only $67. But it's only $70.
$50. $60.
I'm a frickin' addict. Looking for $89 here on Wolfenstein. Last game of the auction.
Fair warning.
We'll see what tonight's biggest loser was. I think the biggest game of the auction was the frickin' Rush 2, wasn't it? The 9.6A on N64. I don't think anything even got close to it. Let's see here. Yeah, bid, Greg, bid! Very hard to see some modern games explode in the weekly when the 6th gen showcase is around the corner. Yup. Yeah, the 6th gen showcase is going to be interesting, Elysium. I mean, I wonder if we're going to see some big slides in prices there, or if the 6th gen showcase is going to be where people still, you know, show up to spend money, so to speak. I mean, I obviously I'm going to have my eyes on a lot of stuff, but we'll see what happens. We get the results page here? I need to click on it manually? All right. We should have everything on here, right? Yeah, my God. This is insane. I didn't realize. Okay, Rush 2 sold for $3,120, right? Highest game of the auction. $3,000 on Rush 2. Underneath that was the Canadian copy of Mario Land 2, 9.6A, $750. That Fable game for $660 was the third highest seller in this auction tonight. 9.6A with the limited edition bonus DVD. Underneath that was Action 52, the 9.4A Plus for NES. And tied with that was Mario and Yoshi, the Italian PAL version there, for $600. And that's it. Like, after that, we have 4 games at $500, and then everything else is like under $500. So like I said, if you are someone who is into collecting not just the highest tier games, there's a ton of stuff now. $200 in this hobby goes a long, long ways. That's nuts. I didn't realize that it was like Rush 2, everything else. Jesus. At the very bottom of the auction, there's one game that sold for less than every other game. No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle Nintendo Wii 9.2A sold for $30 with the buyer's premium. That means that someone bid $1 on it and they paid the $29 minimum. Oh, No More Heroes 2. I tell ya, that's wild. $30, you can get yourself a graded game. Pay your shipping on it, you know, $45 maybe. You have yourself a factory sealed No More Heroes 2. On that note, everybody, what a frickin' auction, hey? What a frickin' auction. Yeah, the total auction was $33,000 tonight. Crazy to think that one game in a signature would go for more than that. No doubt, Elysium, no doubt. Huge thanks to Heritage sponsoring tonight. If you guys are interested in consigning, all the details can be found in the description of the video. Hit the like button before you head out for the night. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Join the Discord if you're not in Discord already as well. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.